field and within the farming community.
This year, I was asked to be a captain of my team, which I was very happy to take that position. And really, sports, I just love getting to play with my friends and getting to develop connections and learn more about everyone on my team and about myself.
Taylor is a leader in sports and in FFA.
Beef projects and my breeding projects and getting to log all that stuff and share it with other people in my community, and so a way for them to learn more about me. But I've also gotten to do some community service things through FFA.
She brings that same spirit to work on the farm.
More people need to know about farming and crop farming, animal farming, meat production, all of that. I think it's such a great part of our society, and we should try to enhance that.
At Beck's, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
Looking to take your career to the next level? With Mount Vernon Nazarene University, you can earn your degree entirely online, anywhere, anytime. Our bachelor's and master's programs are designed to help you balance your education with work, family, and other priorities. Here at MVNU Online, we craft our faith-based programs specifically for your success. Learn more at mvnu.edu or call us today at 1-800-839-2355. Mount Vernon Nazarene University.
This is ONN.
And that'll put a wrap on Week 11 of tonight in high school football. As always, wherever your team's in action, hopefully they're going to come out on top. For Brian Mays, I'm Skip Mossick. Enjoy your game broadcast. This is the Ohio News Network.
This has been the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football. Presented by Beck's Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling from the Ohio News Network.
Expert DIYer? Rookie renovator? Get all the stuff you'll need from people who know how to use it at Danville Feed and Supply Hardware and Lumberyard. You'll find everything from commercial and custom feed to paint and plumbing. If you're not quite sure what you need, these friendly folks are happy to help. Grab your list of projects and come on down to the bigger, better Danville Feed and Supply Hardware and Lumberyard, all in one building on South Market Street in Danville.
New boyfriend or just friends? LOL or OMG? Call, text, or email.
Mom!
These days, keeping up with your child can be puzzling. But when it comes to straightening your child's smile, you can rest assured that an orthodontist can solve the puzzle. Only orthodontists have an additional 2 to 3 years of education beyond dental school to become specialists in straightening and aligning teeth. So get it right. See the specialist.
See your local orthodontic specialist, Weigel Orthodontics. Visit weigelorthodontics.com.
You out blocking, you out tackling, you out him, you out hustle. Nothing cheap. From the heart.
Colopy in motion from right out to the left side on a wheel route, dropping back. Wegesser, he gets tangled up with one defender, gets loose to the right sideline, throws it down the field, has a man open, comes back and catches it at the 3-yard line.
Sometimes in life, you have to make people earn your respect.
Looking deep again, and Chen's back there. He caught it. First down at the 20-yard line. I'll tell you what, that was a great job by Chen to adjust and come back to a ball.
It's the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. Your home for high school football is 100.9 FM and 93.7 HD2 WMVO. The players are hyped. The fans are pumped. The broadcast is ready to go. It's the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights, brought to you in part by
Starting Point of Knox County, Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Foster's Pharmacy, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, Elite Preparedness, Pizza Cottage, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Licking Knox Goodwill, Utica Feed and Hardware, Alumni Roofing, Danbury Senior Living, Knox County Veteran Services, Marengo Hardware, Buckeye Stoves, Agent Cheyenne Peck with Howard Hanna, Country Court Skilled Nursing, and the Living Center Senior Living Apartment Community.
It's high school football on 100.9 FM and 93.7 HD2 WMVO.
And welcome, everyone, to tonight's playoff showdown between the Bridgeport Bulldogs and Danville Blue Devils. Bridgeport enters the game at 3-7, having lost 5 of their last 6, struggling on both sides of the ball and looking to break a decade-long playoff drought. Meanwhile, Danville comes in hot with an 8-2 record and a 5-game winning streak, strong at home and aiming to make another deep postseason run like last year. It's time for the Starting Point of Mount Vernon pregame show on WMVO Sports. Thanks for joining us. I'm Curtis Newland along with Jared Stein. And Jared, a great night for high school football, even a little bit of a chill in the air.
It actually feels like football season now, Curtis. You know, we kind of went through the heat, we went through the hurricane, we went back into the heat, and now we're in November football weather, and I couldn't be more excited.
Indeed. You know, Bridgeport has had a rough season coming in here. They've been on a long trip to get here tonight, Jared. They're coming in with a 3-7 record and have dropped 5 of their last 6 games. Their only wins against teams with a combined record of just 6-24.
Yeah, well, you're not kidding about a long trip. That's 116 miles to get here, 1 hour and 54 minutes. A pretty wild trip for Bridgeport right along the Ohio River across from Wheeling, West Virginia. But that's definitely right, Curtis. That's reflected in Bridgeport's numbers, too. Offensively, they've only been putting up 19.8 points per game, and they're allowing 37.4 on defense per game. They had a big loss last week against Cameron, West Virginia. That's another 40 minutes away, and that kind of shows their struggles on the run defense. They gave up 280 yards on the ground.
And let's not forget their playoff history. Bridgeport has not won a playoff game since 2010 and hasn't pulled off a road playoff win since the late 90s. And, of course, Danville hasn't lost a home game for a long, long time. We'll get into that in a minute. Last year's first round for Bridgeport, their exit came against Caldwell with a 41-14 loss.
Yep, and this team has had a rough go in the playoffs, losing in the first round 3 years in a row, as you mentioned, and they've got a big hill to climb tonight.
Now, Danville, of course, a different story. They are 8-2. We followed them a lot in these games this season. They come off of 5 straight wins. They've been rolling. This time, this team went all the way to the regional final last year. And had a disappointing loss there. Boy, wouldn't they like to return again?
Oh, they sure would, and, you know, they've got a great opportunity to. You know, Danville's got a lot of momentum right now. They know how to win here at home. They haven't lost a home opener since, playoff opener since 2021. But their last home playoff loss, Curtis, you got to go back to 2011, another decade.
Indeed, very impressive. It's the starting point of Mount Vernon pregame show. Tyler Mathias chats with Danville coach Matt Bloom. That'll be next tonight. High school football playoff auction, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights on WMVO Sports.
I just found out my daughter is pregnant and I don't know what to do.
Wow, how'd you find out?
I found the pregnancy test in the trash and heard her on the phone talking about abortion. I know it's her decision, but this is big. I want to help.
What about Starting Point, Pregnancy and Family Resource Center?
I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it.
They have pregnancy test ultrasounds and accurate information on all her options. They're always non-judgmental and it's free.
Wow, where do I get more info?
Google Knox Starting Point. They're right behind the hospital in Mount Vernon.
Thanks. I didn't know where to turn. I'll start there.
Hey, football fans, as we cheer on our teams this season, let's talk about a crucial support team right here in Mount Vernon.
At Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center, we're here to support you through every decision, just like a coach guides you through the big game.
Whether it's about pregnancy testing or exploring your options, Starting Point is all about giving you the information and support you need.
Just like every play counts on the field, every choice you make for your life matters.
For more information, visit knoxstartingpoint.com.
Knox Starting Point. You have more choices than you think.
The high school football Friday Night Lights presented by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
All right, it is a Friday night. It is week number 1 of the playoffs for high school football. The number 1 seed, Division 7, Region 27. That is the Danville Blue Devils, and they're set to take on Bridgeport tonight. And Coach Matt Bloom games to some very talented teams, but a pretty good regular season for you, especially after all you lost last year. What was just your overall thought of the regular season? You go 8-2.
Yeah, I guess the biggest thing I'm proud of is obviously starting out 3-2. Had a rough loss at Northmore there in week 5, and our kids were resilient and won 5 straight to end off the regular season. So, when you're able to get on a streak like that, that's obviously something to be proud of, and hopefully it propels us into a deep playoff run.
Of course, you guys have been able to have a lot of success at home, and that's where you get to open up tonight. How important is it to be able to be at home there on Tough Street tonight?
Yeah, it's a really cool opportunity for us, obviously not being able to play our home playoff games there last year because of the Mud Bowl in Week 10 and having to play both in Mount Vernon last year. So now it's nice to be able to get back home and hopefully have 2 home playoff games for our fans. And I think it's cool for our players to be able to experience a home playoff game. So really excited for them and just hoping that we can deliver for our fans.
Of course, you played really well last week in the Devil Dog game. You guys get the victory. Hayden Burke ran the ball extremely well, and you guys get the victory. Just your thoughts on that one, too.
Yeah, obviously a really good performance from him and everybody up front that's involved. And, have some guys out right now up front, so it's next man up kind of mentality. So we'll see what we have tonight, and we'll give it our best shot.
Taking on a Bridgeport team, comes in with a record of 3-7, and I was looking at some research. They haven't won a road playoff game since the turn of the century, but you never really know when teams get in the postseason. They always say anything can happen. What do you see with this Bridgeport team?
Yeah, you don't know because they have nothing to lose. So they're going to throw every shot at us. Good quarterback. He's actually their backup. Their starter went down in week 2 of the year, but he's got a nice arm. He can scramble around and make some plays. Good running back, number 7. He's explosive, runs hard, and then defensively they're going to run a 4-man front. They got some big boys up front that we're going to have to be able to move to establish our ground game. So obviously really excited about the opportunity and hoping we can get a win in week 11 to propel us to week 12.
All right, what do you have to do tonight, keys to the ball game, Coach?
Yeah, we got to be able to throw the ball a little bit more. I know obviously if you watch us, we like to ground and pound, but we got to develop our passing game there a little bit, get that going early. That way we can, open some other things up as well. And, defensively just continue on our momentum. I think we played really good defense the last 5 games. So get off to a fast start and, play well on defense and special teams.
All right, Matt Bloom, head football coach of the Danville Blue Devils. Coach, we'll look forward to catching up with you after the ball game, but good luck tonight against Bridgeport, okay?
Thank you. Go Blue Devils.
Hi, this is Jess Kirby from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. Starting Point is committed not only to life by supporting you in an unexpected pregnancy, but also providing free pregnancy tests, limited OB ultrasounds, STI and STD testing and treatment, and licensed counseling. We offer the Start Here program that is designed to answer your questions about pregnancy and parenting, and where you can earn points to shop in our client-exclusive Bump and Beyond boutique. All programs are completely free for everyone, no income restrictions or insurance required. Visit knoxstartingpoint.com to find your starting point today.
Great news, Central Ohio. Foster's Pharmacy offers daily dose packaging, which are convenient and simple. It's truly personalized care you're looking for. It just starts with a call to get started. Take the hassle out of your medications. Call 740-392-0911. Foster's Health Mart Pharmacy.
Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
You're ready. Ready for cool weather, tree stands, and hunter's orange. Ready to land the big one. The fish that didn't get away. You'll know you're ready because you went to Danville Outdoors to stock up on everything from rods and reels to deer feed and practice targets. When that 10-point buck finally steps into range or that monster bass bites on your lure, you'll be ready. Before you go outdoors, go see the folks at Danville Outdoors, South Market Street in Danville. DanvilleOutdoor.com.
And the national anthem with the Danville Blue Devil Marching Band. Week 1 of the high school playoffs here in Danville tonight on a mostly clear night. Beautiful night for football. I love seeing the grain bins to my right, to the left. The sun is setting, and it sets up for a beautiful evening.
Yeah, it's absolutely a beautiful night. Next week, if we happen to be at a game, Curtis, it's going to be a little darker this time,
yes.
right?
And I have brought out the heated jacket this week, just so you know, in case Delaney is staring at me now. She's upset.
I think she might need to borrow that.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, we are here. We are set for a great night of football. It is the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. Our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Danville Feed and Supply. Starting point in Mount Vernon pregame and postgame show here tonight. And our game brought to you by Foster's Pharmacy, Fennell's Floor Furnishing, and more. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Elite Preparedness, Mount Vernon Nazarene University. Starting point, Avita Health Systems, Weigel Orthodontics, Danville Feed and Supply, and, of course, Danville Outdoors. The scene has been set. The Danville Blue Devils, I think, coming into the season, there were a lot of question marks. They lost Goldwater and a lot of names from last year. Still had a pretty good returning Letterman core coming in, but a lot of question marks. I think early in the season, some of those question marks were still out there.
Yeah,
that team has solidified as it has rolled on, especially later in the second half of the season.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, winning the last 5 games straight. Both their teams that they lost against are undefeated as well. They have 2 losses. That's why Mr. Coach Bloom is Coach of the Year for Super Q.
Yes.
And he deserved it. He earned it. They've built such a culture here in Danville, and that's been long-standing, but to really reinforce that in a year with some question marks, being first in your region is really cool.
We get to watch a lot of ball games over the season, and I think one thing that really Coach Bloom does so well and his staff is making adjustments at halftime. I think there's a lot of games that maybe they would have lost.
Yeah.
But those adjustments make the difference, and especially when you get into the postseason.
Yeah, no doubt. And we've seen that time and time again throughout the season here for the Danville Blue Devils, where, they go in a half. Maybe they're down. Fredericktown, they were down going in a half. I think there was a couple other teams, down going in a halftime, and they make those adjustments. Even last week we did the Devil Dog game. The scoreboard at the end of the game didn't quite tell the story in that first half. First half it was 14-0 Danville. East Knox had done a good job driving down the field, saw some opportunities. Second half, good night. There was no chance.
Same thing happened to Fredericktown the week earlier. They caught on to Sipes, his play action running. They finally knew where they could commit their players, and they shut down the Fredericktown offense in the latter portion of that game.
Yeah.
And it does. It comes to adjustments. At this point, it's those chess moves in coaching that makes the difference for your team.
Absolutely. And you mentioned, it does take a team. It takes a team of coaches, too. I mean, all his support that he's put around him, for Coach Bloom, it's the guys up above us tonight. It's the guys down there in the field. What are you seeing? How do we need to adjust to this? How do we counter that? And they do just a phenomenal job, and hats off to them for an incredible season and hopefully a pretty good playoff run here this postseason.
Well, we're going to be here for the ride. We thank you here on the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights in Danville tonight. Tough street, as it is the Bridgeport Bulldogs trying to, get a victory tonight, and it's going to be a tough one to get done. We'll be here for it on WMVO.
Hey, I think I might be pregnant.
What? How do you know?
I took a pregnancy test the other night. I don't know where to start. I don't think I'm ready to be a mom.
It's totally okay. I heard there's this place called Starting Point. They have free pregnancy tests, ultrasounds, and counseling. They have resources available for girls on a tight budget. You have more choices than you think.
Really? I don't know. If my parents find out, they'll kill me.
Don't worry, girl. Everything is confidential and judgment-free.
How do I make an appointment?
Just visit knoxstartingpoint.com to schedule your free appointment today.
Great news, Central Ohio. Foster's Pharmacy offers daily dose packaging, which are convenient and simple. It's truly personalized care you're looking for. It just starts with a call to get started. Take the hassle out of your medications. Call 740-392-0911. Foster's Health Mart Pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
You're listening to High School Football Friday Night Lights, presented by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
Starting point at Mount Vernon pregame show on WMVO Sports. We are on the radio, 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2 on your digital radio. And we are also on Facebook and YouTube streaming tonight. So thanks for joining us. However you're watching, make sure and spread the news. I was sitting here as we're just a couple of moments here before the game. They've got the kids, students are out there, the band's out there. They got their tunnel ready for Danville to come out on a home field tonight. I'm looking down at the coaches, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 headsets, 7 headsets. High school football, you go back about 10, 15 years, and you might have 2, one down on the field and one upstairs, and you had a long wire attached. Boy, times have changed.
times have changed. Well, and honestly, part of that's Danville's culture here of getting the community involved, getting former athletes involved, guys that just love the game of football. You kind of live and breathe football from, August through November. And they do a great job. I got to tell you this. We're talking about the amount of coaches. What shocks me, too, is if you don't know, I help assist for East Knox's junior high team.
Yeah.
There's 3 of us. There's 4 of us. We end up getting 4, but we had 3 for most of the season. And the Danville junior high is the same way. They have like 9 coaches, and we're like, oh my gosh, and they all have their headsets, and we're like, we're going to be out coached here,
So you count headsets? Is that you do?
We brought out headsets this year, and we actually had a really good Devil Dog game with them, and it was a lot of fun. But
it's all about the headsets.
But when you mention that, it's like it's not just here; it goes all the way down. I wouldn't be surprised. Cole football, they've got a lot of coaches.
And it's funny you mentioned it. You coach at East Knox, and your kids go there. You also are from Danville.
I am from Danville. Yeah, and I have I am from Danville, so it is fun.
So you take heat both directions.
I do, but at the same time, I got a lot of friends from both places, So, and I'm thankful for all of them.
They almost kicked you out of the press box tonight. But anyway, we're getting set. Here comes the American flag leading the way for the Danville Blue Devils as they come out of the tunnel here tonight. And they crash through the canvas. And they are set to play football wearing the gray jerseys tonight.
They look cool, too. They really do.
And I like that they have the white letters because that helps us up here in the booth. One year it was like the gray and the light blue and mixed thing, and it makes it hard for the old guys like Jared. I'm fine, but it's him. But anyway.
My poor eyesight, folks.
We're just about set for action here tonight. And I know, Jared, I think you caught who won the toss out there.
Yes. So Bridgeport won the toss. And, it looks like, and I don't blame them, they want to set the tone. They elected to receive the ball, and that's Bridgeport's goal here tonight. We'll kind of know, hey, they've had some issues. They've lost 5 of their last 6. They have to keep time of possession this evening.
And you're going to see some of those problems just by the numbers that we're sharing with you. Jakey Threet, who is the quarterback, notable for passing 274 yards, rushing 391. Not a lot of yards at this point in the season. The running back, top rusher, A.J. Bishop with 857 yards. So obviously they're going to be running the ball a lot tonight, but they're going to face a very difficult Danville defense.
Yeah, no, they are, and they know how to hit. My goodness. Well, they had several players make the All-Star team this year for us, and Danville knows how to hit. They take a lot of pride in that. And Bridgeport is going to have a tough challenge ahead of them, but it's playoffs.
Hey,
you never know.
Quarters,
they made a 2-hour trip up here. They're ready to play a football game, Curtis. I'm not. They're looking. They got the music blaring. They got their cheerleaders out there. They're ready to take the field here this evening.
Aiden Burke, running back, got over 1,000 yards in last week's Devil Dog game. Now at 1,151 yards coming into this, 8 touchdowns. 6 receptions for 60 yards, so obviously he does mostly running. Has 2 touchdowns off those catches. And we've seen a young man come out by the name of Cy Wallace, 425 yards now on the ground. They've brought him kind of later on into the season, and he is somebody to watch, let me tell you. Very explosive.
He is fun. And you know what's funny is I'm thinking earlier in the season, like you said, we didn't see him much, but we didn't see what we're seeing now. He is a blast to watch. Danville's going to be in good shape for years ahead. That young man's a freshman, and was last week's player of the game.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So it is fantastic as we get set here for week 1 of the high school playoffs. And Bridgeport here from a long, long ride, couple of hours at least, I would assume. And
1 hour and 58 minutes according to Google Maps.
So there you go. And that is a long ride. It's even a longer ride on the way back, depending on how you do in that game. Fredericktown in a similar situation. Of course, they're going to play a very tough Oak Harbor tonight. That game on our Facebook as well, WMVO Facebook. Kyle Kerstetter there, Austin Maurice out there calling that game. And, Fredericktown has a lot of hopes that maybe they can upset this Oak Harbor team.
Well, Fredericktown, they know how to score. I mean, they've got and then with Blake Sipes, he's such a dual threat quarterback. I wouldn't count him out, but that's a long trip. They're up by Lake Erie tonight, folks.
So Bridgeport will get set to return it as we get set for the kickoff. That wraps up the starting point of Mount Vernon pregame show on WMVO, all part of the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. And our scoreboard sponsor tonight, you'll see it on the screen, Danville Feed and Supply. And here we go, the start of it on this November 1st. It's going to be an onside kick past the 40-yard line. It'll be covered by Bridgeport. Don't know if they were really expecting that one, but they have, if you're Bridgeport, you're saying sigh of relief, but at least we have good field position.
No, that was pretty wild to open that up. Collecting that ball, he made sure he fell on that. It was 32. Dontaz White, junior there for Bridgeport.
So it sets up 1st and 10, our first play from the line of scrimmage tonight, and it'll be Bridgeport, the Bulldogs.
I bet that's Dante now that I'm reading it.
Jakey Threet, I'll let you fight yourself on that one. One to the left, one to the right side. In the pistol formation, 3 down up front defensively. Bridgeport with the football first. Here's the snap. Threet fakes the handoff, looks down the field, gets flushed out of the pocket, tucks and runs. Across to the 41, nowhere to go. And you've got to fake better than that if you want Danville to bite on that.
Oh, yeah, no, that was kind of rough, and the way Danville just, hey, we're going to flood in. They're still worried about the pass. I don't think he was designed to pass at all. He wasn't looking upfield, but that was not a way the Bridgeport Bulldogs wanted to start this evening.
So 2nd and a long 9 here from their own 40-yard line, the Bulldogs. The second week in a row that Danville's played the Bulldogs.
It is.
A little bit different, though,
parts
here.
of the state. Hey, these Bulldogs are a little bit blue, too, at a light blue.
2 receivers left, tight end left, 1 wide right. Here's the snap and the blitz. Running out to the left side, in trouble. The line stretching it out, and a flag is going to come in. And it looked like Brody Brown with the carry there just doesn't get anywhere, but we've got a flag, likely a hold.
Yeah, and it looked like Brody, he really does have some good wheels to him, Curtis, but he just had absolutely nowhere to go.
And so that'll march Bridgeport back. First penalty of the game. With 11:02 to go here in quarter number 1, it is scoreless on WMVO Friday Night Lights. Brought to you by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Danville Outdoors, Danville Feed and Supply, Weigel Orthodontics, and Avita Health Systems. So Bridgeport now 2nd and 20 facing the Blue Devils. 1 receiver wide to the left, 1 wide to the right, and Braylon Lewis. Threet, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Running back off his left hip. 3 down, here comes a blitz up the middle. Snap, throw, left side, has a man. It's in and out of his hands. That would have been a 10-yard pickup back to the original line of scrimmage. And that is going to be incomplete pass.
That's a pretty good pass, too. It literally kind of just went in his hands and just went to the dirt. It was a good pass, good look. He was under heavy pressure from Danville. You got to come up with those. That would have made this 3rd and 10, if he was brought down there.
Instead, it's 3rd and 20. And at quarterback is Avery Jackson, the senior. 2 receivers to the left. 1 to the right side wide. Jackson the snap, drop step, in trouble. Flush out of the pocket. He's going to go down on the sack. And he was taken down by number 22, Aiden Burke.
Well, that is a name you're going to hear often this evening, folks. He was a force to reckon with last week in the Devil Dog game, and he'll be a force to reckon with this evening.
And that's his 2nd sack of the season, but he has a lot of tackles on the season. Aiden Burke, 46 tackles, 13 solo, 1 sack, 4 tackles for loss. Aiden Burke, here's the snap for the punt, and it's off. It's a low, takes a dip, and down to the 45-yard line, rolls into Devil territory at the Blue Devils' 48-yard line. And this is going to tell a lot right here, this first play from the line of scrimmage.
No, it sure is. I was listening in there. Tyler did a great job, as always, with Coach Bloom. And, he kind of mentioned, hey, we want to work on our passing game more. So you're kind of wondering here, maybe this opening play be kind of on the outlook. They've got some good weapons there on the offensive side.
So it'll be 1st and 10. 1 receiver out to the left. That's Levi Ferre. 1 wide right in the I formation. Under center is the quarterback Hackman. Ferre in motion. Here's the snap, handoff, fullback, up the middle, room to run, up across the 45, near a first down, but not quite.
Ooh.
And that is going to be...
That's going to be Ashton Spaulding.
Yes, thank you.
Yep.
And I got to thank Paul Vest. He told me that, and I forgot to write it down in my book here. That changed. So Ashton Spaulding gets a nice 8-yard gain on the first play from the line of scrimmage for the Devils.
His knee must have hit early because I thought he got over. My goodness. 2
right, 2 left. Snap, Hackman, throw. It's going to be dropped into the dirt as he tries to get his man Aiden Burke out to the right flat.
Well, I'll tell you, this is a good opportunity for Bridgeport. Hey, it's 3rd and 2. That was just kind of a rough pass. I don't think there was anything
just got
spectacular there on either side. Just kind of fell out loosely.
So Hackman looks to the sideline for the play. 23 seconds on the play clock. We're at 9:16 on the game clock. Scoreless, of course, here in quarter number 1. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. Your scoreboard tonight brought to you by Danville Feed and Supply, which we can see right over here. 1 to the right, 1 to the left side. In motion is Ferre. Here's the snap. A little counter to the left side. Open for the run. It's Byers. Tripped up across the 30 and leaps inside of the 25.
No, big carry there from Byers. Looks about 22-yard carry. And that is going to be it's kind of cool right now. You know, they going to the senior there. Josh Byers, he's had an incredible season this year, Curtis.
Absolutely. Aiden Mickley wide right. Byers instead of him. 1 receiver to the left in Ferre. Snap, Burke. Hands it off to Cy Wallace, right side, puts on the Jets, up across first down territory. It's going to come back. He goes out of bounds around the 3. There's a big hold. It was obvious back here.
Yeah.
All the way back to about the 23-yard line.
Yep, nope, definitely coming back. And, you know, that's unfortunate for the young man because he had probably broke 3-4 tackles there. He would get hit. Those feet would get to chopping even faster. And, well,
and the hold, I saw it. You know, when you're the guy blocking there, Wallace was way past him.
Yeah.
Like you could have released and moved on.
Absolutely.
And got called for the penalty there, so that's going to cost Danville that opportunity to score.
Well, that's just kind of lack of discipline there. You got to be very situationally aware there for the guys blocking, especially when that runner gets past you and your guy has no possible way of making that tackle. You've got to let up.
Mickley and Ferre out to the right side. Shotgun snap to Hackman. Out to the right side, looking downfield, has his man. It's Ferre, gets the catch. He'll get some of that yardage back into about the 22. A gain of about 10.
Hackman's pass complete to
No, good little dump play. Hey, get half those yards back and, you know, put you in a lot better situation here, 2nd and 8.
Correction, the pass was caught by Aiden Mickley. He was the wide man out there. Ferre was underneath him. It'll be 2nd down and 9. For the Blue Devils. Scoreless, 8:01 to go first quarter on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. 2 receivers to the left side. In the shotgun, Hackman. Here's the snap. Rolling left, the throw. Ferre gets the catch at the 20. Now to the 15, 10. And inside the 10-yard line as Danville's moving the ball once again here. That'll be a first down. So 1st and goal from the 8.
4-yard line. That's the Blue Devils' 1st and goal. 9-yard line. 1st and goal.
7:36 to go here in the first quarter. Curtis Newland, Jared Stein with you for the call of this one. They'll come back to the line of scrimmage. Caleb Lucas out wide left now with Aiden Burke. Burke in motion. Gets behind Hackman, takes the ball up the middle of the field through tacklers, and he's going to be inside the 5-yard line. That's a little bit different approach that we've seen this year.
Yeah, no, it is. I'll be honest with you, though. You know, they're going this far in the first opening drive. That's a first carry for Burke, who's been a force to reckon with here on this team.
First of many, I'm sure.
Now, he did have a sack, though, in the first defensive drive.
That's right. 25 seconds on the play clock. Still in the huddle, Danville Blue Devils playing the Bulldogs of Bridgeport tonight. Caleb Lucas out to the right with Foray. Aiden Mickley and Byers to the left. Hackman with Aiden Burke beside him on his hip. Mickley in motion, overloads the right side. Rolling right. The quarterback, Hackman, thinking about keeping it, and he does. Turning upfield, he can't get there. And Bridgeport doing a nice job of making him turn back a little bit.
No, that's a good play. It looked like Braylon Lewis there, junior, that he made sure he's going to get hit.
Third and goal, Blue Devils at the 3-yard line.
So the Blue Devils on a third down here and goal.
Danville's kind of the few games that we've called, they kind of get into a struggle here in the goal line offense, and it's so tough to figure out because the defense they're attacking the ball, right?
Burke beside his quarterback Hackman. Mickley to the right wing. Here's the snap. Hand off Burke, and he's going to walk it in for the score.
With ease.
Touchdown, Danville.
With ease on that one.
So 6-0 on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard.
Great job from the big guys up front. There was just a hole for days there, man. That daylight was unbelievable for Burke to just run right through. He could have walked, honestly.
Yes, he about did. Mickley to the right side. They're going to go for 2 I formation. Spalding, fullback. Tailback is Cy Wallace. Here's the snap. Wallace gets the call. He's in, and he's going to walk it in. Touchdown, or I should say 2-point conversion.
Success.
Yes, 8-0 Danville with the early lead here on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. Back in a moment on WMBO.
My daughter is pregnant, and I don't know what to do.
Wow, how'd you find out?
I found the pregnancy test in the trash and heard her on the phone talking about abortion. I know it's her decision, but this is big. I want to help.
What about Starting Point, Pregnancy and Family Resource Center?
I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it.
They have pregnancy tests, ultrasounds, and accurate information on all her options. They're always non-judgmental, and it's free.
Wow, where do I get more info?
Google Knox Starting Point. They're right behind the hospital in Mount Vernon.
Thanks. I didn't know where to turn. I'll start there.
Elite Preparedness stands as Ohio's unrivaled destination for top-tier firearms training and related services. Experience our state-of-the-art facilities in scenic southern Knox County, stock up in our pro shop, and enjoy our indoor and outdoor range options. Our expert cadre leads an unparalleled lineup of classes and personal training sessions. We also offer VIP transportation, armored vehicle services, along with security and executive protection services. Reach out at 740-263-1234, explore online at elitepreparedness.com, or visit our facilities at 25580 Bell Church Road, Utica, Ohio, to witness the ultimate in preparedness and training.
Set for kickoff. Danville onside it. First kick of the game. We'll see what happens here. Here's the approach squib kick, hard right through the middle, and takes a big bounce at the end of the 20-yard line. Now return to the 25. That's where Bridgeport will start with the ball. And 8-0 the score. Danville leads it here tonight. Tonight's game brought to you by Foster's Pharmacy, Finnell's Floor Finishing, and more. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Elite Preparedness, Mount Vernon Nazarene University.
Ball placed at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, we appreciate all of them. And, folks, make sure if you're visiting any of those businesses, let them know you heard them on Friday Night Lights.
1st and 10 here for Bridgeport. They know they've got an uphill battle here, and this is when you're a team coming from away, you're the underdog, you really got to start performing.
Yeah, absolutely.
One wide left. Here comes a blitz by Byers. Throw left side. It's caught. Turned upfield close to a first down, and that was received by Elliott Johnson, or excuse me, no, number 5, Dylan Charlton, the junior, 5'10", 135 pounds. And you look down through the roster, not a lot of big guys here from Bridgeport.
37-yard line.
No, that's not very many at all, and they're definitely a small school, these Division VII schools. And they got a lot of juniors. They don't have very many seniors.
1st and 10, ball at the left hash mark at the 37-yard line. Here's the snap out of the I formation. The run left side, some room, and a nice push that time by Bridgeport, and they're going to pick up about 5 or 6 yards. The carry by Ryan Burris, 140-pound freshman.
5 on the play to the 42-yard line, 2nd and 5 Bulldogs.
So, no, that's exactly how you want to respond here for this Bulldog team is, hey, let's get some yardage, let's get a first down, and let's keep going. Those 4, 5, 6-yard carries, those are crucial to wear out that defense.
Braylon Lewis wide to the right, 2 to the left side. Ball near the left hash mark. 3 defenders down up front. Here's the snap. Handoff coming around the right side. It's going to be Lynick Brown, and he's going to pick up a couple of yards on the right side. So Lyric Brown, I should say, the senior, 6 foot, 165 pound.
Yeah, trying to find that jet sweep, but Danville's defense, just the way they attack, you're not going to get too much in the outside. I kind of like that pass that that they did, or start this drive. That running between the tackles is where you might find some opportunities here for this Bridgeport team.
Charlton and Brown to the right side. One receiver wide left. That's Braylon Lewis. Jackson, the quarterback, the snap. Drops back a couple of steps. Out of the pocket. Gets past one tackler. First down to the 50. Spin move, and he's going to be down at the 49-yard line. And so Avery Jackson uses his legs wisely there and picks up a first down.
He didn't have a choice. He better run. They had sent the blitz package in. He found the opening, picks up the first. That was a great job there from Avery Jackson, the senior.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball center between the hash marks at the 48-yard line into Danville territory. Score 8-0 on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. One receiver out to the left, Owen Clark. Make it 2 out there now and 1 to the right side in Lewis. Here's the snap to Jackson. Drop step, throw, left sideline, has a man. It's caught, 8-yard pickup. And Bridgeport moving the football. That's going to be Lyric Brown with the catch. His second on the night. So 2nd down and a couple here from the 40-yard line. So hand it to Bridgeport, moving the ball. And, we mentioned it a little while ago. If you're going to do it, you have to do it now.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you're in a position going against top seed.
Yep, and I like the pace that Bridgeport's coming in here at, too. I mean, everybody knows Danville's offense is pretty darn incredible. They have so many weapons. Hey, we're not in a huge hurry, but we are going to pick up these yards. Jackson's 3 or 4 right now in the passing game.
Avery Jackson, the snap. Little jet sweep again out to the right side. Turned upfield and hit by a bunch of defenders. Did he get the first down? That was Braylon Lewis, the junior. And he's going to be just short, I believe.
Yeah, he is going to be just a tad short. But it was a great job cutting that up. They tried that jet sweep, and it was coming clear over here to the sideline. He had nowhere to go. Hey, he found that opening to pick up a couple yards, took it. That's a good decision.
Thanks for joining us tonight here on WMBO Sports, 93.7 HD2, 100.9 FM, and on Facebook and YouTube tonight. So it'll be 3rd down and inches here for the Bulldogs. And you mentioned it, time of possession against a team like Danville is a good thing. If you're Bridgeport,
yeah,
you don't want the ball in Danville's hands very much.
Nope. And you got a good drive going here.
Here's the snap. Handoff left side and a big pile. It's probably going to be a first down. I think it was Dantes White with the carry, and he's going to get it. So move the chains.
Yep.
And so Bridgeport getting it done here early, but a long way to go. And Danville already on the board tonight, 8-0, and an injury timeout. And we'll let them tend to him. We'll be back in a moment. Again, 8-0. Danville leads it here in the first quarter on WMBO Sports.
Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to care for area athletes. Fellowship trained in complex knee and shoulder surgery, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kyle Randall and sports medicine physician Dr. Jeremy Ream provide comprehensive sports medicine and orthopedic care for athletes, weekend warriors, and anyone who wants to get back on their feet, from strains and sprains to ACL and shoulder reconstruction. Avita has the experts you need. Call 419-709-8645.
You're listening to High School Football Friday Night Lights, presented by Coverage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
And back here at Danville off Tough Street. And a tough street it is. Injury on the field here for Bridgeport. Tonight's game brought to you by Danville Outdoors, Danville Feed and Supply, Weigel Orthodontics, Avita Health System, Starting Point of Mount Vernon Nazarene University, and Elite Preparedness, to name a few. And the player's going to go off the field. That was Dantes White, too. And he'll get applause. And glad he's okay there. Looks like he'll probably be back into the game as well.
Yeah, you hope so, because he seems to be a pretty big weapon for this team. He just knows how to lower that shoulder. And you need that 3rd and short situation there just in. That's who you're giving the ball to.
It is 1st and 10 now for Bridgeport as they'll bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Play clock to 19 seconds, and they are not in a hurry. They have thought about this before coming in. They had a long trip to think about, hey, let's take time off the clock against these guys,
absolutely.
right? If we were almost to the end of the first quarter. One to the right, one wide left, one in the slot. Here's the snap in motion. It's Lewis, and we got a jump.
That should be on the defense.
Looked like it from here. Did anybody twitch on the offensive side?
Yeah, I don't think so. It looked like encroachment there.
And it was. So that's easy 5 yards for Bridgeport here. I can hear Matt Bloom going, oh, man. Right?
Ready for that ripping in the locker room.
Come on, guys.
Watch the ball.
1st and 5. Braylon Lewis right, one wide left, one in the slot. In the pistol. Lewis in motion. Here's the snap. Handoff, right side, end of the line. It's going to be Brody Brown, and he's going to get hit. Maybe a gain of 2 or 3. Close to the 30.
You know what's wild, just kind of watching that. This is a good testimony for Danville's defense. All 11 of those defenders were within 5-6 feet of that tackle.
Yeah.
They just flooded the ball.
They just want to make sure and greet the visitor, greet the guest, right? If you're within 5 feet, you say hello.
Yeah.
Dylan Charlton out to the left side. He has a catch tonight. Lewis to the right side for Bridgeport. Tight end right. Here's the snap. Fakes the pitch. Keeps it. It's the quarterback Jackson up across the 30. And then some. Maybe a first down here near the 25-yard line. And they're going to move the chains.
They're going to move it. You know, that was definitely not as designed. He was kind of looking like something that was supposed to happen did not happen on that play. But way to make something out of nothing.
That's right. Made something out of nothing. They made quite something out of this drive here. And that's got to be the end of the first quarter. They're just going to run off the field with 17 seconds on the clock.
Wow.
This is where if you had them to spare, you just call a timeout from the Danville side, right?
Hey, you might not want to. They're putting some. They're getting some first downs. That was their 4th here in this drive.
And that's the end of the first quarter. It is 8-0 on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. Tonight's game, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Foster's Pharmacy and Finnell's Floor Finishing and more. Back in a moment on WMVO.
Hi, this is Jess Kirby from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. Starting Point is committed not only to life by supporting you in an unexpected pregnancy, but also providing free pregnancy tests, limited OB ultrasounds, STI and STD testing and treatment, and licensed counseling. We offer the Start Here program that is designed to answer your questions about pregnancy and parenting, and where you can earn points to shop in our client-exclusive Bump and Beyond boutique. All programs are completely free for everyone, no income restrictions or insurance required. Visit knoxstartingpoint.com to find your starting point today.
And into the second quarter we go with a score of 8-0 at Danville as the Blue Devils lead the Bulldogs of Bridgeport.
Bulldogs 35-0 at Mount Vernon Stadium in front of the largest crowd ever to watch a D6 playoff game.
One to the left side.
That would stand for many years to follow.
1st and
Please
10.
celebrate by your applause the achievement of the team that set the standard for Blue Devil football.
I think we have a media timeout here in the field.
Is that what it is?
They are celebrating.
Yes. I couldn't quite make it out what they were talking about. Paul Bess was the PA announcer, and they paused for that. Here's the drop step. Jackson in trouble. He's going to go down on a sack. Caleb Lucas, and then he's going to get help. It might have been a better idea for Jackson just to fall before getting hit from the backside, and he's going to go down at around the 42-yard line. But I think they might nudge that up to the 39.
Got a little
40.
bit of forward progress there. Yes, what they're celebrating, what's kind of cool is he was just in on that tackle, is the 1999 regional champions team from Danville. What's cool about that is Josh Byers here on the field. His dad, also Josh Byers, would have been on that team.
Oh, fantastic. Were you born yet?
I was born, Curtis. Yeah, I was born. I was 9.
One to the right, one to the left side. Make it 2 left. Shotgun. Avery Jackson takes the snap. In the pocket, whistle's blown. It's going to get stopped.
Oh, there's some movement there. I don't think anything crossed.
False start, and that'll be against Bridgeport. So they're already second down and 22, 23. So why not be second and 25 or 7 here? See, they're going to say 28. Second and 28. So the ball will be inside of the 44-yard line of Danville.
You almost wonder if you lost some momentum, maybe going too slow there. You know what I mean?
Right, absolutely. It can certainly be a negative as well. 2 receivers to the left. Depends on how you normally play, I think. Jackson drops back. Now he's going to get flushed in the pocket. Nearly, and then he goes down.
Ball
loose. The ball is out. And that should be Danville's ball, and it is. Lost it right at the end when he was getting hit. And so that'll be a turnover, and Danville will have the ball leading 8-0 with 10:40 to go in quarter number 1. Tonight's game brought to you by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Elite Preparedness, and Mount Vernon Nazarene University. And I'm going to talk Jared into maybe getting some scores from around the area here in a little bit. As we get set for a 1st and 10 for the Danville Blue Devils. So they lead at 8-0. 10:40 to go in the first half. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right side. In motion is Spaulding. Here's the snap, drop back. Hackman looks for a man. He's in trouble.
Ooh.
He's going to have to run it up across the 45 line of scrimmage, and he picks up his feet and moves across the 50 and out of bounds. He picked up about 5 yards. He just about lost his balance back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he did, and it seemed like Bridgeport was doing a good job attacking, but he broke a tackle over here, picked up a few extra yards. There's a way to keep your feet there for Hackman.
2nd and 4 now for the Danville Blue Devils. Good play by Jacob Hackman, a senior. In motion is Spaulding out to the left side. Hackman drops back, flushed out of the pocket to the right, looks downfield. Ball is in the air, wide open, and it's caught by Foray for a score. 48-yard touchdown.
Nobody around.
.48 yards to wide open Levi Foray. Jakeman Hackman was back there looking around. He's like, hey, wait a minute. All of a sudden, Foray is out in the open and scores 48 yards out.
I don't know if he just snuck by his defender or what, but there wasn't anybody. No one in sight. Good pass, though, there by Hackman.
So 14-0. 10:19 to go here in the first half. So line of scrimmage are going to go for 2. Under center is Hackman. The snap. Pitches. It's going to be Foray, and he gets in or no? Just going to be short. No, it's good. Snuck in under there, and so the 2-point conversion is good. And that will take him up to 16-0 over Bridgeport. On your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard, it is Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights on WMBO.
Education is valuable, and at Mount Vernon Nazarene University, it's affordable too.
Year after year, MVNU continues to be one of the most affordable 4-year private schools in Ohio. Because of competitive financial aid awards, students are able to graduate with less debt.
Did you know that MVNU has ranged in the top 5% best college for the money by College Factual for the past 3 years straight?
Schedule a visit today with mvnu.edu/visit and see for yourself.
At MVNU, the future is bright.
You're listening to High School Football Friday Night Lights, presented by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
And welcome back here after the score, 16-0 on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. And Jared, what we got for scores?
Yeah, absolutely. So way up there near Lake Erie, Oak Harbor leads Fredericktown Freddies 21-7. They're in the second quarter. And then Centerburg, they are over in Reedsville, Ohio, which you're wondering where that's at. It's also along the Ohio River in West Virginia. They trail currently 12-7.
And it's an onside kick, and it's not going to get – well, it's Danville. Did it go far enough? So Danville with the onside kick will get the ball.
Oh.
Boy, that was close.
I don't know. I don't. So one of them had the fumble flag down. Did it make contact with a Bridgeport player? It looks like it was touched. And so that.
It was touched before the 10?
Yep.
Well, that'll do it. So Danville has the football again, leading 16-0. We'll go back to some scores here in a second or discussion about it. Here's the snap, handoff for a jet sweep. Here's the reverse, though, the other direction, and it's going to be Mickley. Aiden Mickley, horse race to the 40, to the 30, down to the 25, and out of bounds. And just like that, Danville has stole the momentum of this game.
Oh, big time. Big time. It's unfortunate for Bridgeport, too, because they really had a good drive, a good thing going there at the end of the first quarter.
Danville at the 25-yard line.
So I think you were in the middle of giving us a score there. We'll get back to it shortly. Right now, Danville quickly to the line of scrimmage. Aiden Mickley right, Byers to the right, and Foray to the right. One receiver out left. Here's the snap. Fakes it to Wallace. Throws on a cutback by Mickley. Mickley again to the 15, 10, and close to the 5-yard line. He'll get wrangled out of bounds. So it'll be first and goal from the 5. Boy, they're keeping him busy right now. Is it? We got a flag?
Yep, got a flag down. It was really hard to see. I was able to get my eyes on it, but it almost felt like a leaf. So this time of year, you never know.
Right, exactly.
Holding against the Blue Devils.
So a holding will bring that back, and then some. So it'll be first down and 15.
Ball placed at the
17.
First and 16, Danville.
Two receivers, the white. Spalding out to the left side. Also, it's going to be Nolan Ridgway. Two to the wide right. Here's the snap. Hackman drops back a couple of steps, looks to the left side. A throw in and out of the hands of Wallace. Just a little high.
Yeah, just a touch high for him.
So incomplete pass. It'll make it second down and 16. Tonight's game brought to you by Starting Point of Mount Vernon, Avita Health Systems, Weigel Orthodontics, and Danville Outdoors. Good crowd on hand here from Danville. Yeah, a little less from Bridgeport, as you would expect. Couldn't get out of work in time.
2-hour journey.
Whew. Aiden Mickley to the left side. Also going to be Aiden Burke out there. He's going to, Wallace. And it's over the head of Hackman, bounces in his arms. He's scrambling back at the 40. Now he's going to run it up the field. He gets yardage, positive yardage across the 25-yard line. And Hackman showing his speed there. Boy, that went right over his head. Fortunate for him, it bounced right into his arms.
Well, that thing was way back here near the 50-yard line. And, what was funny about it is he picked it up. He immediately went up looking to pass. Well, everybody was freaking out. Nobody was open, so tucked it, ran, made something out of nothing. That was a good job.
So third down and 10 now for the Blue Devils, leading at 16-0 on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. 8:43 to go first half. Here's the snap. Hackman out to the right side, looks down the field, has time to throw, and he's going to get it in the hands of Mickley. Up to the 10-yard line, 5 score. Aiden Mickley will get in, and that will jack the score up one more time. And we're only to the 8-minute, 32-second mark of the second quarter.
Well, that was the Aiden Mickley drive, man. He
It
picked
was.
up 30 yards there to open the drive, and then to get the tutty right there. Good job.
Exactly. If you had a theme for all your drives, that would have been called Mickley.
Yeah.
So they are first and goal now. They are going for the 2-point conversion, I'm assuming, again here.
It seems to be a common trend.
Yep, Mickley and Spalding out to the left. Spalding looked like he was limping a little bit there. Foray out to the right side wide. Burke off the right hip of the quarterback Hackman. Here's the snap. Handoff Burke, left side counter. He's in. Walks it in for another score. Touchdown, Danville. 2 points. They do this so often, it's confusing to me. Oh, boy. 24-0. Danville leading the way. We'll be back in a moment on WMVO.
You're ready. Ready for cool weather, tree stands, and hunter's orange. Ready to land the big one. The fish that didn't get away. You'll know you're ready because you went to Danville Outdoors to stock up on everything from rods and reels to deer feed and practice targets. When that 10-point buck finally steps into range or that monster bass bites on your lure, you'll be ready. Before you go outdoors, go see the folks at Danville Outdoors, South Market Street in Danville. DanvilleOutdoor.com.
And welcome back here, everyone, on WMVO Sports, where the score is 24-0 on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. All part of the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights on WMVO. Week number 11, if you can believe that already. As we get set for kickoff, you never know what they're going to do. Caleb Lucas is going to kick it deep this time. And it's going to be way back, and it's let go. You got to pick it up. And finally, they pick it up at the 2-yard line for Bridgeport. And that is going to be deep, and that's kind of one of those mental lapses. You cannot let that thing just go at that point.
But I'll be honest with you, I felt like the way that thing was spinning, it probably was going to go. But where it initially hit, no, you should have stopped that ball. You should have caught that ball, get under it, whatever you got to do. That's unfortunate. That's a really rough field position for Bridgeport.
So 8:27 to go here in the first half, 24-0. As we await, here's the snap, run up the middle, and hit by a wall of defenders. And drop back maybe. I think they're going to get them the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Bridgeport.
Montez White on the carry, brought down by Josh Byers. No gain on the play.
Tonight's game brought to you by Weigel Orthodontics and Avita Health Systems. So 2nd down and 10. 8 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Thanks for joining us on WMVO Sports. Split out to the left side for Bridgeport is going to be Dylan Charlton, Jr. Ray will defend him. One to the right flag.
It's going to be half the distance.
Prior to the snap, procedure against the Bulldogs.
Starting to get a little ugly here in the first half, isn't it?
Oh, I guess that's 5. They're at the 10 there. I'm just misreading the sidelines, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, this is tough. 2nd and 15 for the Bulldogs.
One to the right. Here's the snap. Dropping back, throw left side. It's caught up to the 14-yard line, turned upfield, and close to the 20 there. And I believe that's going to be Charlton with the catch. And so the Bulldogs kind of come up with some pretty good yardage here out of nothing. They're going to be just a yard shy of the first down marker, 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
No, Avery Jackson's doing well with the passing game. He's 4 for 5. That's Dylan's 2nd catch here of the evening. And they're doing a great job with those curl routes and getting open. I expect to see more of that. You're not doing much on the run,
right.
you know. So, hey, air that thing out. Get some points on the board, right?
2 turnovers tonight. Here's the snap and the handoff up the middle and nowhere to go. Man, look at that. And a gray wall of about 3 or 4 guys there up front pushing for Danville. Just says, nope, you're not coming through here tonight. 3rd and inches, or 4th and inches.
Yeah, he may have picked up a couple inches there just with that forward progress. But, yeah, Danville took him all the way back, almost a tough streak.
That's I was going to say, that's a tough way to get about 3.5 inches. So it'll be 4th down. You got to think they're going to punt it, and we got a timeout on the field. We'll step out as well. Back in a moment on WMVO Sports.
You're ready. Ready for cool weather, tree stands, and hunter's orange. Ready to land the big one. The fish that didn't get away. You'll know you're ready because you went to Danville Outdoors to stock up on everything from rods and reels to deer feed and practice targets. When that 10-point buck finally steps into range or that monster bass bites on your lure, you'll be ready. Before you go outdoors, go see the folks at Danville Outdoors, South Market Street in Danville. DanvilleOutdoor.com.
And back at Danville, tough street here. 6:29 to go in the first half. And Bridgeport wants a timeout. They're thinking about this. You know what? We're down so far. Maybe we should go to this 4th and
I would.
inches.
I would.
I would think about it too, frankly.
Honestly, I think even though it's 4th and inches, I'd think about passing. He's doing a great job, and,
Right.
and his wide receivers are doing a good job. Honestly, the first pass was just a drop right to the numbers. I mean, why not?
Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard, 24-0. Danville on top here in the first half of play. Curtis Newland, Jared Stein with you. Austin Stinnett, our producer tonight. Delaney Kerstetter camera, John Wareham camera. And a little chillier on week number 11, and you expect that next week will probably be a little bit colder than that. I'll tell you what, we have no complaints other than the hurricane weather.
Yeah, no, it's been a great season.
Yeah, we've had a pretty fantastic.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, exactly. We'll pay for it in the next week, and then Jared will remind me of me talking about it. So Bridgeport showing punt, right? Or not. No, they're not.
Yeah,
they are not.
They've kind of teased it a little bit there.
Definitely not showing punt. Jackson, the snap, ahead, and he might got it. Crossed the 20 is all he needed, and I think he got the first down. He did. I think that was a wise play for Bridgeport. You're down 24-0. You're away. You're the underdog, 6-24, and it worked out for him.
Yeah. No, and Avery Jackson, he's having a good game. He's picked up a couple. He's now at 22 yards rushing, 4 for 5 in the passing game. You know, he's taking this opportunity and going with it here.
Braylon Lewis splits out to the left side, one receiver out to the right. Bridgeport trying to get everybody lined up. Jackson the snap, drops back in the pocket. He's got to flush out. He's getting chased down towards the end zone. He needs to do something. He keeps running up the field, gets back to the line of scrimmage and out of bounds. Well, that was a rough way to get to town, wasn't it?
Better than being sacked, I suppose. Man, he ran from coast to coast, sideline to sideline there to pick up one.
But he didn't get taken down way back there by the end zone, that's for sure.
Maybe
he was close.
I think they teased us. They moved the first down marker. They did not move the where they're down at.
What he said.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. Ball at the right hash mark. To the right side is Charlton. And to the left will be Braylon Lewis. And one more. Boy, their numbers are small. Tiny little numbers.
Why do you have to say them all the time?
Here's the snap. Jackson looks for the throw. Out of the pocket. He's flushed. Up to the 20-yard line. Throws downfield. There's a flag, and it's going to be caught across the 45 and into Danville territory. And I think the quarterback was across.
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely right about that.
Probably by about 5 yards where he's at currently. It was a great pass, though.
He's like, what? What's the problem here?
Come on,
It's
refs.
fine. So that will be loss of down, right?
Yes, that will be a loss of down. They'll be losing some yardage there, too.
So they'll pull him back 5 on this, and they'll get a loss of down. Should, at least.
You know, he just has no time. He can't set up in the pocket.
Yeah.
You know, Danville's doing such a fantastic job getting to the quarterback.
Am I wrong? They got 2nd down and 15. I thought it was a loss of down. Somebody will correct me, and that's okay.
Well, it looks like they're going to correct us. I thought it was a loss of down, too.
Doesn't happen very often.
They're singling over here.
Okay.
They're saying, hey.
Oh, we're waiting. We got a player tying a shoe.
Oh. Huh.
So 2nd down and 15.
I mean, you still definitely accept that penalty. You don't want to give him a first down.
Right. 5:21 to go in the first half on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard, brought to you by Starting Point in Mount Vernon Nazarene University. Curtis Newland, Jared Stein with you here tonight. Our other game, Fredericktown, all the way up by the lake. Yeah, Lake Erie, that is, with Oak Harbor. And that is on WMBO's Facebook page. One receiver left, make it 2. Second one a little closer in. He's in motion. Here's the snap. Jackson, quick throw, right sideline. It's caught. And a little shake and bake there, but not much doing. About a yard or two on the pickup. Third down and long.
Yeah, nowhere to go there for Cohen. Brinker.
Brings up third down and 12 from the 19-yard line.
So 3rd and 12 now for Bridgeport. This feels like this game has come to a halt here.
You know, first quarter went really quick.
Yeah, and that has definitely changed.
We've seen a lot more passing from both sides.
Braylon Lewis wide left, one to the right. One in the slot. Tight end left. Here's the snap. Drop back. Jackson flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to go down on the sack at about the 11-yard line.
Jackson sacked on the play.
Clock continues to run at 4:38, and they're going to have to punt this away, right?
Yeah, I would think so at this point.
4th and about 18.
4th down and 18 for Bridgeport.
There was a sophomore there on the sack. Owen Grongberg. 205. 5'10". He's got some wheels.
Here's the snap. The punt.
Oh,
really high but short. And wobbling. And it's going to be bad for Bridgeport. 25-yard line. Danville will have it. So they have 25 yards to pay dirt. We'll be back in a moment on WMVO Sports.
Great news, Central Ohio. Foster's Pharmacy offers daily dose packaging, which are convenient and simple. It's truly personalized care you're looking for. It just starts with a call to get started. Take the hassle out of your medications. Call 740-392-0911. Foster's Health Mart Pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
And welcome back here. 1st and 10 for Danville. They have great field position at the 25-yard line in their enemy's territory with 4:03 remaining in the first half. Here's the snap of the spread. Oh, the Wallace, who took a smashing hit at the point of catching the ball. It's incomplete. Boy, he just got leveled. And he is a little shaken up after that one.
Yeah, that was a hard hit. And that was, again, the quarterback for Bridgeport, Avery Jackson. He just, hey, you're going to try to get that ball. I'm going to hit you hard and knock it out, and did a good job.
Coaches brought Wallace off to check him off. He ran off on his own power. I'm sure he's going to be okay, but, man, that was a hit.
Yeah.
Levi Ferre, Aiden Mickley, and Spalding left side. Burke off the left hip of Hackman. One receiver to the right. Here's the snap, and it's going to be kept by Hackman to the left side. A little quarterback sweep there, and he's going to pick up first down easily as he marches inside the 10.
Yeah, that's a good job there from Jacob Hackman. You know, you don't usually see big runs out of him. He's kind of got a good arm. They kind of keep him in the pocket, but they're working him a little bit more tonight, I feel like.
They're going to put it all onto tape tonight so the next week, if they make it there, and those teams won't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Right? And you really don't with this team. The thing about it is they execute so well, and they as a team, they move well together. Ferre in motion out to the left side for the overload. Out to the right is Hackman opposite way, and he finds his tight end. Incomplete pass. And that was the first attempt to Justice Tharp. And he's going to drop it. Incomplete pass, second down.
Yeah, he wishes he had that one back. It's kind of tough. He had to kind of cross body, you know, to grab that thing. But it was there. It was a good throw, good thought.
First pass, I think, of the Danville games we've done, I think it's the first pass to even go to Tharp.
Yeah, I think so.
Caleb Lucas out to the left side, one receiver wide right, and that is Aiden Mickley, who's had a score tonight. Under center, Hackman takes the snap, handoff, Burke, right side, bounces down to the end of the line, turns upfield, big hit, head-to-head, and he's going to be inside the 5-yard line. That's the thing, they haven't even ran Burke yet, and you saw him last week against East Knox in the Devil Dog game. Boy, he was cracking helmets, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, and he was the player of the game last week, wasn't he?
Yep.
No, Burke, that's only his third carry here this season.
So you know they're going to turn that weapon on here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
3:20 and the clock running here towards the end of the first half. Spalding left. Also, Jaden Stoll left and Foray left. Hackman, snap, pitch, left side, Burke. Cuts inside, tackle, and he's going to get in. Touchdown, Danville. And that takes it to
30-0. That's Burke's, so only, that would have been his 4th carry, but his 2nd touchdown of the night.
So Danville on a tear. You expected them to have a really good game week number 1. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right side. Going for 2 here. Hackman, shotgun. The snap out to the right side. Looking for a little pass, and he dumps it in for for the 2-point conversion, and it is good, and that is going to be Caleb Lucas hauling it in. That'll make it 32-0. And we're going to keep it here. 2:59 to go in the first half of play. And, of course, high school football running clock is 30-point difference. In the second half, it would go to a running clock. So if they maintain this, they would come out of the locker room that way. But Bridgeport, they've been able to move the ball tonight, but nothing enough to get them down the field where they need to be.
No, they had one good drive there going towards the end of the first quarter. They took up a lot of time on that clock on that drive too, and just kind of, it was unfortunate. I think they got a sack, lost about 10 yards on a sack, then a false start, and they were down. They were probably in Danville's 25-yard line at one point, and they end up near the 45-yard line to end that drive. We've seen some bright spots here out of Bridgeport, especially out of Avery Jackson, the quarterback. Right now, you're just looking to get rid of what you like to say, get rid of that goose egg, right?
Right. If you're Bridgeport, you certainly want to do that. 2:59 to go in the first half, and the Danville will kick it off. You just don't know what they're going to do. And Lucas will squib it right up the middle. It takes a bounce off of Jackson. He'll just drop on it there. Happened to be the quarterback right there.
He knows a thing or two about that football.
He does. We'll be back after this on WMBO.
Elite Preparedness stands as Ohio's unrivaled destination for top-tier firearms training and related services. Experience our state-of-the-art facilities in scenic southern Knox County, stock up in our pro shop, and enjoy our indoor and outdoor range options. Our expert cadre leads an unparalleled lineup of classes and personal training sessions. We also offer VIP transportation, armored vehicle services, along with security and executive protection services. Reach out at 740-263-1234, explore online at elitepreparedness.com, or visit our facilities at 25580 Bell Church Road, Utica, Ohio, to witness the ultimate in preparedness and training.
So 1st and 10 for Bridgeport. They've got their work cut out for them. They trail 32-0 here in the first half against the Danville Blue Devils on your scoreboard. Here's the throw left side off a screen, and he's going to get up to the 35-yard line. And that is none other than number 2, Braylon Lewis. 2-yard pickup, 2nd and 8.
That's the first time going to Braylon Lewis here in this game. Not that it means terribly much at this moment, but that is Avery Jackson's 6th completion out of 7 passes.
So 2nd down and 8. 2:22 to go in the first half. Receiver out to the left, it's Owen Clark. 2 receivers to the right. 3 men down up front for Danville. Here's the snap, Jackson. Couple of steps, quick throw, right side. It's caught. And about a 2 or 3 yard advancement before the runner falls. And that was number 4, Cohen Brinker.
Timeout here on Danville. They're wanting that ball back, it looks like, Curtis.
I'm thinking so. They want to make sure they can keep it in a running clock in the second half. 2:02 to go first half, 32-0. Danville leads it on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. All part of the Cummins Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights on WMBO.
Vita Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to care for area athletes. Fellowship trained in complex knee and shoulder surgery, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kyle Randall and sports medicine physician Dr. Jeremy Ream provide comprehensive sports medicine and orthopedic care for athletes, weekend warriors, and anyone who wants to get back on their feet, from strains and sprains to ACL and shoulder reconstruction. Avita has the experts you need. Call 419-709-8645.
And back here at Danville as the Blue Devils lead at 32-0. And Bridgeport has it 3rd and 5. Bridgeport wants to get a score here before the break, and as Jared mentioned, Danville would like the ball back, and it's offsides again, right? I want to say that was Caleb Lucas jumping over.
No, they got a false start.
They twitched up there on the front line, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
So you notice what Danville does a lot, though, on that defensive front is, hey, they get up to the line of scrimmage, they get set, they'll flip. And it is so hard to keep your composure when you're on the other side, especially in a situation like Bridgeport finds themselves in. They went from a 3rd and very doable to now back to 3rd and 10.
Yes, 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs. One wide right, one to the left side, and Braylon Lewis. Jackson takes the snap, a couple of steps. He's in trouble, gets out of it. He's now trying to throw the ball, and, well, he's going to go down. He's stopped. Whistles will stop play, and he lost about a yard there. Just no protection up front, and very hard against this very hungry defense.
Yeah, no, they're definitely struggling on the blocking side.
So 4th and 10.
And Danville takes their second timeout.
Another timeout. And we'll step out as well. 32-0, 1:53 to go in the first half of this one. Danville leads it on WMBL.
New boyfriend or just friend? LOL or OMG? Call, text, or email. Mom. These days, keeping up with your child can be puzzling. But when it comes to straightening your child's smile, you can rest assured that an orthodontist can solve the puzzle. Only orthodontists have an additional 2 to 3 years of education beyond dental school to become specialists in straightening and aligning teeth. So get it right. See the specialist.
See your local orthodontic specialist, Weigel Orthodontics. Visit weigelorthodontics.com.
And after yet another timeout, it's 4th down and 10. Bridgeport will punt it away. Levi Foray back to return it, and Cy Wallace as well. They're standing back at their 39-yard line. So here comes the punt. A little bit high snap. The punt is blocked. And the Danville Blue Devils are going to get the ball deep into Bridgeport territory with just a minute 47 to go, first half.
That was blocked by the senior Caleb Lucas.
Boy, you could see that one coming. As soon as they left the line, you're like, this isn't going to go well.
Yeah, no, that was a good effort there from Caleb. No, you knew. Yeah, as soon as that, it was kind of a high snap. Punter had to jump up to try to snatch it.
Caleb Lucas is fast.
Yeah, very. And, he's not small either. 6'2", 225. He's got wheels.
You're listening to WQIO HD2 Mount Vernon. WMBO Sports on Facebook and YouTube as well. Thanks for watching and listening. 3 receivers to the right side wide. Hackman drops back a couple of steps, throws center of the field, has a man. It's caught. Aiden Burke, and he's going to move upfield to inside the 5-yard line. They have developed so many weapons. And I will say it again, I think a lot later in the season than they had earlier in the season. They have really made a decision to go to so many different people, giving so many different looks.
Yeah, no, they have. And, that one there, Caleb Lucas, they got Aiden Burke, obviously, a big component on this team. They've got young guys like Cy Wallace. Josh Byers had a big 22-yard run to open up the game. It's unbelievable, the weapons they have.
Foray right, Spalding and Mickley to the left side, split wide. Ball near the right hash mark. Here's the snap. Hackman. Jump pass over the top. It's good with Caleb Lucas wide open in the center. Another touchdown for the Blue Devils of Danville. Kind of becoming a moot point, isn't it?
It sort of is. They that drive we're going to call a Lucas drive, folks, with 2 receptions, a touchdown, right? And of course he got the punt blocked. That got him the ball in a great field position to begin with.
So 38-0 now. Likely they will go for 2 here as Hackman comes in with the play for the 2-point conversion. Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. High formation. Oh, we got triple backs. There's the full house backfield snap, and it's going to be Burke, and he's going to throw it to the left. Trick play, Hackman, lob, timing route, it's good. That'll make it 40. Boy, they are pulling out all the stops. 40-0. 1:05 to go in the first half on WMVO Sports. And we'll be back after this.
New boyfriend or just friends? LOL or OMG? Call, text, or email. Mom. These days, keeping up with your child can be puzzling. But when it comes to straightening your child's smile, you can rest assured that an orthodontist can solve the puzzle. Only orthodontists have an additional 2 to 3 years of education beyond dental school to become specialists in straightening and aligning teeth. So get it right. See the specialist.
See your local orthodontic specialist, Weigel Orthodontics. Visit weigelorthodontics.com.
And welcome back here to Memorial Park in Danville as the Blue Devils putting on a clinic here. 40-0 the score with 1:05 to go in the first half. You had a feeling it was going to be tough. I mean, you've got a lot of teams coming in, you know, playing top tier or top ranked teams, but it is certainly proving out so far for Danville. So they will kick it away here. I assume this will be a long kick down the field. Caleb Lucas, and it is. All the way back to the 5-yard line. Now up to the 20-yard line and to about the 25. Big hit. Boy, that was a smash. And so that's where Bridgeport will start likely the last drive of this half.
Yeah, Danville only has one timeout left, so.
They don't need to use it. Right?
I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
So it will be a running clock coming out of halftime, even if they were to score here. Bridgeport, that being that. 30 points the difference is what you have to have, and then the continuous clock goes into effect no earlier than the third quarter. So 2 receivers for Bridgeport left, one to the right side. Here's the shotgun snap. Rolling out to the left side. Jackson looking downfield, gets rid of it, comes back for the catch to the 35-yard line. And that was Braylon Lewis. Get a nice catch there, moves the chains for the Bulldogs.
Well, it was a good cutback, too. So Danville had good coverage there in that play. And, you know, kind of got into a spot there where, hey, he was either going to have to tuck and run or take a sack, and Braylon Lewis had a nice cutback to get that reception and the first down.
Lewis to the left side, one wide to the right. Here's the snap. Jackson rolling out to his right side, and a pass just shot it over, way over top of his intended receiver. I think Lyric Brown was over there. Incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock for a second. 24 seconds to go here in the half. 2nd and 10 for Bridgeport.
That was 8 completions in a row there for Avery Jackson.
Owen, go ahead.
Yeah, well, until then.
Owen and halftime show coming up. Skip Mossick will do the show. He's a great golfer, too, by the way. I've played with him a lot of times. I won't talk about my golfing. But he'll be doing the show, and he will have a special guest.
Your golfing,
no, you
Curtis.
don't. You really don't. One receiver to the right, 2 wide left. Bridgeport trying to do something to get that 0 off. Here's the snap. Couple of step, quick throw, timing around. Has a man out there, and it's nearly caught by Braylon Lewis, and defending him and doing a pretty nice job of it was Nolan Ridgway.
Yeah, no, he was right on him, but it did hit him in the chest. He just couldn't find a way to come up with it. That was a bomb.
It was a catchable ball.
It was, absolutely.
So 3rd and 10, the clock has stopped since it was an incomplete pass. Our other game tonight, Fredericktown at Oak Harbor. Centerburg also in action tonight. Boy, they had a drive too. Where'd you say, Reedsville?
Yeah, it was along the Ohio River and along the West Virginia border there.
I'll tell you what, I've done games, Hannibal River, on the river this time of year, and it gets cold. Here's the snap. Jackson rolling out to the right side, looking down the field, has a man in the center of the field. Could it be picked? It's tied up and it's taken away. Danville has it and on the run. It's Cy Wallace across the 40-yard line and out of bounds. Boy, not only did he receive it, he took it away from the offensive receiver and then returned it. He's a freshman. You can't be doing that as a freshman. Come on.
Well, he most certainly just proved that he sure can. That was a good play.
Wow.
And kind of a fight for the ball, too. Like, they got their hands on it, too. So I was like, I'm not going to let it go of this thing. I'm ripping it, and I'm going.
For no bigger than it is, we've seen him in the last couple of times. He is strong.
No, he most certainly is.
Ray splits out to the left. Caleb Lucas tight end left. Spalding and Mickley to the right side split evenly. Now Spalding in motion. Here's the snap. Hackman drops back, looking for the throw. In trouble, flushed out of the pocket, throws into the end zone, timing route. Oh, just a little bit shy. And trying to hit Foray. And Foray, boy, he was close, wasn't he? That's the end of the half. 40-0. Danville leads at halftime on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. Tonight's game brought to you by Foster's Pharmacy, Fennell's Floor Finishing, and more. Elite Preparedness, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Starting Point, Avita Health Systems, Weigel Orthodontics, and Danville Outdoors, all part of the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights on WMVO.
UISProtect.com. That's UISProtect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments. Trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Expert DIYer? Rookie renovator? Get all the stuff you'll need from people who know how to use it at Danville Feed and Supply Hardware and Lumberyard. You'll find everything from commercial and custom feed to paint and plumbing. If you're not quite sure what you need, these friendly folks are happy to help. Grab your list of projects and come on down to the bigger, better Danville Feed and Supply Hardware and Lumberyard, all in one building on South Market Street in Danville.
You're listening to High School Football Friday Night Lights, presented by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
Not my problem.
Let's give another round of applause for the Bridgeport Marching Band.
Your dad's like, I know he hates it.
Oh, he's so mad about going up. He don't hate it, but he's like, I'm going to get home to play.
Because, like, right after next week, he's not on the yeah, well, probably.
It's okay. That's terrible.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Under the direction of Mr. Andrew Gazio, we are proud to present the Danville High School Blue Devil Band. Tonight's show will honor our seniors with hit songs from their middle school days. We're starting out the show with a duet featuring our two seniors, Kay Stimper and Bryce Coolstate. And for this first song, we'll show you that with the Blue Devil Band, it's always a good time. Twirlers will set your hearts ablaze, spinning fire all around us while we show you that in our band, we're always happy together. Sadly, our show is coming to an end tonight, but we're not done yet. The party is just getting started for this band. Watch as the Blue Devil Band dances the night away to Party Rock Anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time for the Danville Blue Devil Band!
That's freaking awesome. That's the best. Yeah, I love it, dude. The dead can vote, you can too. I just love that. I do have some scores around here.
And welcome back, everyone. WMBO, I'm Curtis Newland along with Jared Stein. It's the Friday Night Lights brought to you by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction. The score, 40-0. Danville all over this one on the Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. And Danville, I think probably fair to say it started out a little bit slow tonight. Bridgeport was able to move the ball a little bit, but then things really started to change.
Yeah, no, you saw a little bit of sliver of hope there in the first quarter, and that's what's wild. At the end of the first quarter, Danville was only up 8-0, and the second quarter really opened it up. 32 unanswered points in the second quarter. You had a little bit of sliver of hope from Bridgeport, and really led by senior quarterback Avery Jackson, who's throwing really well tonight. 8 completions out of 11 attempts. They just can't put it together. They don't have much of an offensive line, Curtis. And we kind of saw that with the numbers coming into this. Defensive line not there. And Danville has so many weapons. They've just overcome everything.
And this is kind of the reality of the 16 teams getting in. It's just the reality that you deal with.
Yeah.
And 45-7, I think was the halftime score for Fredericktown. They're trailing Oak Harbor, which is another really good football team. But it's also an opportunity for these youngsters to get in playoffs maybe they haven't been in before.
Absolutely.
And I think, if you're looking at the positive side of things, you get through the season, you have some losses, you still have a chance to get in. Now, sometimes you might only have 1 or 2 wins and get in,
yeah.
And that makes it a little rough too. But, overall, they are getting the experience of being in.
And that is a really fair point, Curtis, because I know there's a lot of folks are kind of leery and uncertain with 16 teams making the playoffs. But I think about it, you just used Fredericktown example. Yeah, they're down 45-7, but those guys probably need to see – that's a good team. They were very competitive here in the KMAC conference. They need to see that higher level play up there by Lake Erie. I mean, you got guys like Blake Sipes. He can really take some good information out of that, some good knowledge, some good experience going into next year.
Definitely experiences that are had, and we thank you for joining us here on WMBO Sports on the radio, 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2 on your HD radio out there. And also on Facebook and YouTube. We really appreciate that. And, share with your friends. Hey, I watched it on YouTube. Hey, I watched it on Facebook. Because believe it or not, there are still people that don't know that. And so anything you can do to spread that word. And, of course, we plan on continuing, obviously, through the basketball season. We have a 30-game schedule set for basketball in Knox County in the KMAC area for WMBO Sports. We'll be releasing that here before too long.
Mount Vernon, KMAC, Mount Vernon.
Oh, yes, thank you. Mount Vernon. They're playing in the Licking County League, and I think that's going to be a really different look for them in basketball.
And Mount Vernon has some good basketball programs, both boys and girls, so it'll be interesting to see probably a little bit higher level of competition for them. Maybe.
I don't know. It might just be a good fit for them.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
And the locale might play. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see on that. But I think it's an exciting time, and Nick Kuhn has done a nice job with those guys. And they lost some seniors from last year in basketball, but I guess we'll get to basketball in a couple of weeks. But first, football, 40-0 here, 2:30 to go before the end of the break as both teams are warming up again. I want to thank our sponsors, including Starting Point of Mount Vernon, Avita Health Systems, Weigel Orthodontics, and Danville Outdoors. Now, obviously, this game is going to a running clock to start the second half here tonight. And, they have to bust that 30-point range if they want to stop that. I don't know that that's going to happen this evening. But if you're Danville, what is it that you want to accomplish here in the second half? Because this is a very sensitive time of the year. You're going to go into playoffs next year. You got to remain strong. Got to remain focused. You're in a blowout situation like this. What kinds of things are you watching out for or trying to do?
Well, a few different things. Danville's goal here in the second half. First of all, get some of your guys, your underdeveloped guys, some experience on the field, right? You got to think about the future. They've already done that, especially with freshman Cy Wallace, who we know is an incredible athlete, but he's been getting the bulk of the carries this evening and the bulk of the action on both sides of the ball. That's going to be kind of crucial. Hey, keep that going. Play around a little bit more. They've come out passing in the first half a lot more than they usually do with Jacob Hackman. That was something that Coach had talked about pregame. Hey, we're looking to pass that ball. We need to figure out how to air it out.
Let's count up some offensive threats that Danville has created here over the year. You've got Aiden Burke. You've got Hackman. You've got Mickley. You've got Cy Wallace. You've got Caleb Lucas. Did I say Mickley already?
You did, yeah.
Who else am I missing?
Well,
that's 5.
Payne.
Payne?
Caleb Lucas you had mentioned. He's had a tremendous game, 3 catches, 1 for a touchdown and a block punt.
Levi Foray.
Josh Byers.
Josh Byers?
Yeah, I mean,
Foray. You're going into the postseason. That's a threat in itself because you've got other teams now that have to take you seriously on all parts of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And even if you come up against a team that might be scored a little better than you, they have to play you honest everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they do. You have so many threats on both sides of the ball because all those young men that we just mentioned, they also play defense and they attack ruthlessly. And
well, I'll tell you, there's a lot of teams that don't use as many weapons as they are learning to use here now.
Yeah, they've done a great job.
So, and that comes from development too. So kudos to the coaches there, Coach Matt Bloom and his staff, no doubt. We're just about ready to start the second half. Like we said, it'll be a running clock, and Danville will get the ball to start this half as Bridgeport won the toss at the beginning of the game, and they got the ball. So Foray and Wallace will be back to return it as we get set for second half action. Thanks again for joining us here on WMBO Sports. I've actually had to kick in the heated jacket.
I see that light kicked on.
Yes, isn't that? I hate to brag about it, but I love it. Delaney, don't hit me.
I'm doing okay. Delaney's not doing so well over here. Her hands are froze.
Ask for one of these for Christmas. That's what you need to do. I'm telling you, it's a game.
She just needs a pair of gloves. That's all she needs. Someone's got to have some gloves around here.
Exactly. I don't have any gloves with me. I'm sorry. All right, so we're about set for action here at the home of the Blue Devils. Thanks again for joining us on WMBO Sports. Cummins Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. Cy Wallace back to return it. Levi Foray as well. And here comes the kickoff. And it's going to be a low driving kick back to the 20-yard line. That's where it's going to be picked up. To the 25, now to the 30, breaks out to the 40-yard line. And here goes Levi Foray, 50, 40, and drugged down by the caller at about the 34. Yeah, that was an easy one to call there on the Danville side of the field. And so that'll be a penalty after the run. But what a return, and all of the gray jerseys tonight working together there down the field.
They did. They did a great job. That was a lot of fun. And then to pick up a few extra yards on top of it with the unfortunate horse collar tackle.
That's not a great way to go down, and that's why it's a penalty.
Yeah, no, it's not.
So that'll be 15 tacked on. Or is it 10?
That's 15.
15.
Yeah,
I thought it was a personal.
Penalty.
All right, so it will be just inside the 20-yard line to the 18. So they're in scoring position here. Again, running clock, so it's going to go pretty quick here in the second half. Aiden Burke off to the right hip of Jacob Hackman. Two men to the right, wide receivers. Here's the snap. Hackman throws right. It's caught and dropped by Mickley. Incomplete pass. Are they going to call it a catch and then a fumble?
I think they called it a catch and a fumble, but he did not have possession of that.
I did not think he had that. So that'll be a catch and a fumble in the official book there. Second down and 7.
They're cold out there too, folks.
Yes.
The guys in stripes.
But they got this down by now, don't they?
Oh, boy, I'd hope.
The heat strips on and all that. Mickley out to the right side on the short side of the field. Wide left is Foray. Spalding in motion. Here's the snap, dropping back. Hackman, lob pass, finds Burke. Burke is running it across the 5. He's in to score. That was way too easy for the Blue Devils. Touchdown. That'll take it to 46-0 with 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. And the clock will stop for a touchdown.
That is Aiden Burke's third touchdown of the evening.
This is a team that goes for 2. I think they just kind of gave up on the extra
You know, that'd be
points.
something I'd think about too, is say, do we have a kicker, you know? I know they've got some legs. They've got great punters.
Mickley out to the right side. Hackman in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Out to the right side. Throws into the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. So 46-0 on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. We'll be back in a moment on WMVO.
Third quarter.
Your family, the car that you bought when you were 18, the house you turned into a home. UIS Insurance and Investments protects what you love and provides security when you need it most. As an independent insurance agency, UIS Insurance and Investments is able to design a custom policy that's unique to you and assures that all things you love are safe and sound. For more information, go to uisprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments, trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Elite Preparedness stands as Ohio's unrivaled destination for top-tier firearms training and related services. Experience our state-of-the-art facilities in scenic southern Knox County, stock up in our pro shop, and enjoy our indoor and outdoor range options. Our expert cadre leads an unparalleled lineup of classes and personal training sessions. We also offer VIP transportation, armored vehicle services, along with security and executive protection services. Reach out at 740-263-1234. Explore online at elitepreparedness.com or visit our facilities at 25580 Bell Church Road, Utica, Ohio, to witness the ultimate in preparedness and training.
9 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Clock is running. Danville kicks it off after their score. And it's going to be returned from the 20-yard line, now 25, along the left sideline. And Bridgeport will start their offense just outside the 20.
Eric Brown on the return.
So 9-17. Clock stopped there for a second. Somebody forgot, and then it's going again.
First and 10 Bulldogs from the
So first and 10 for the Bulldogs. Danville, we mentioned it earlier, they get to play Bulldogs twice in a row. Just a different group.
Yes.
It's hard to believe, but we're week 11, isn't it?
Oh,
Regular
it is.
season is done. One receiver to the left, one wide right for Bridgeport. Here's the snap. Couple of steps, going to run it now is going to be Jackson. Picks up 3 or 4 yards quick and takes a dive. Maybe even 5 yards on the gain, 2nd and 5. Don't forget Ohio State and Penn State in action tomorrow.
Oh, that's going to be a big game.
Yeah. What time is that? Noon?
I think it is a noon kickoff.
10:30 would be the pregame for that one here on WMVO Sports.
Yep, that'll be a noon kickoff.
And of course, Ohio State. I haven't got to watch a game. Been too busy doing some things, but they, I guess, had a rough go up front last week, didn't they?
Yeah, well, with Oregon. You know, it's wild.
Well,
though.
they won. Well, they lost against Oregon, but then last week they had some struggles too, right?
Yeah.
Here's the pitch out to the left side. I don't know what kind of pass that was.
Well, look at it, though. A win's a
Incomplete.
win, you know? A win's a win.
Win's a win. I
However
get
you
it.
get it.
I'm a Buckeye, so,
Yeah.
you know.
But, you know, Buckeyes going in 4th place. You know, 3rd place, Penn State. That's a big game.
It's a must-win.
It is. It is, especially to get into that Big Ten championship at this point.
So 3rd and 10 for Bridgeport, trailing 46-0. Running clock here about midway through the third quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left side. Here's the snap. Quick throw left side and just pounces it in the dirt.
Jackson's pass falls incomplete.
And you can just see probably a lot of frustration and tiredness here. And you're looking up at that clock saying 46-0. It's kind of tough on you.
Oh, yeah.
So 4th down and long. They'll punt it away. Bridgeport, that is. Back to return it will be Cy Wallace and Foray. Boy, they're both quick. Here's the snap. Had to go down for it. He's got to go down on the ground. I think his knee was down anyway. And that's a big loss there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Danville will have it within the 20-yard line.
Bridgeport covers the errant snap at the
Yeah, great field position.
Well, Captain Obvious joins me here tonight.
Well, in case folks maybe aren't watching in high definition on Facebook or YouTube, they would like to know that
20-yard line.
that was rough.
So it'll be first 10-10 here for Danville. They lead it 46-0. Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard sponsor. Now you realize it does get more difficult on this trail every week, right?
Yes. Well, and I bet Danville definitely knows that, especially
Yes,
this coaching
they
staff.
do.
And that's why, hey, we're going to keep working this.
You betcha. We're going to be there.
Yep.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the wide right. One's in motion. Here's the snap. Rolling out left side. The throw, and it's Ridgeway in at quarterback. Incomplete pass. Knocked away. Good defensive effort by Bridgeport.
Yeah, almost picked off.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So Nolan Ridgeway in for quarterback now. You knew they were going to change out some people with this lead. Thing is, you want to exercise your guys and usually like to get through middle of the third quarter. And they've done that. So we'll see a lot of new names in here for Danville. 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 10. Here's the snap. Ridgeway hands off. Left side, running around the end. Turns upfield to the 10-5, and it's Cy Wallace. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Danville. Cy Wallace, the freshman, will get it. So another one on the scoreboard, 52.
No, that was a great effort.
Nothing.
That is Cy's first touchdown of the game. Now, he had one that was called back for the holding, and he's had a couple two-point conversions that he's made into the end zone. Man, he is fun. It's the way his wheels just move, and he's very swifty out there. He just knows how to move and dodge.
Yeah, he's going to be something to watch over the next few years. And his brother comes up next year, I believe, who's very much the same. One wide to the right. Here's the snap. Ridgeway's going to keep it. Left side run, 5, score. Gets the 2-point conversion. Definitely out of control now, 54-0. Danville with 4:56 to go in quarter number 3. They can't do a running clock because of the scoring.
Stop scoring, folks.
We'll be back in a moment on WMVO.
Hey, I think I might be pregnant.
What? How do you know?
I took a pregnancy test the other night. I don't know where to start. I don't think I'm ready to be a mom.
It's totally okay. I heard there's this place called Starting Point. They have free pregnancy tests, ultrasounds, and counseling. They have resources available for girls on a tight budget. You have more choices than you think.
Really? I don't know. If my parents find out, they'll kill me.
Don't worry, girl. Everything is confidential and judgment-free.
How do I make an appointment?
Just visit knoxstartingpoint.com to schedule your free appointment today.
Avita Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to care for area athletes. Fellowship trained in complex knee and shoulder surgery, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kyle Randall and sports medicine physician Dr. Jeremy Ream provide comprehensive sports medicine and orthopedic care for athletes, weekend warriors, and anyone who wants to get back on their feet, from strains and sprains to ACL and shoulder reconstruction. Avita has the experts you need. Call 4-709-8645.
Cy Wallace is kicking off now, and it's going to be high, and it'll be picked up at the 10. It's dropped. The ball is loose. Now it'll be picked back up by the Bridgeport player and tried to return, but to the 15-yard line. Cy Wallace, his first kick, I think, of the season, at least that we've seen. I think the rule here is at Danville, if you score the touchdown, you have to do the kickoff.
I like it. That would be a good rule to have for the rest of this game. He's got a leg to him, too. My goodness.
I'm telling you. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Bridgeport. 54-0. Danville Fredericktown having a tough go tonight as well. And their season will likely be ending after tonight. I don't know if we have a Centerburg update. maybe
last I checked, they were trailing 14-12 to Eastern. That's a school out by the Ohio River.
Here's the handoff up the middle for Bridgeport. Nothing to do there as Danville is all over it. It'll be second down. Might have picked up a yard here if they're gracious. Second and 9.
Second and 9 from the 11-yard line
for Bridgeport. Thanks for joining us tonight, and join us every week. We'll be following Danville through the remainder of the season, however far they go. Tonight's game brought to you by Weigel Orthodontics, Danville Feed and Supply, and Danville Outdoors. So second and 9. Here's the snap and run to the right side, tackle Jackson, and he's going to get hit. Pick up about 3 or 4 yards, third and long.
Yeah, last update for Centerburg was 14-12. That was at halftime. A couple other scores in the area. Fairtown still trails 45-7. And you've got Northmore up over Caldwell, 42-zip. And another semi-local score. How about Ontario leads Clear Fork 10-2?
Oh, well, that was a big game there tonight. Third down and 5 for Bridgeport. Deep into their own territory. Here's the snap, throw, left side of the field, in and out of the hands of the receiver, and a flag. Boy, I don't know. And that was that
Jackson's pass
Lyric Brown?
We have a flag on the play.
They call that a hit after the ball was not caught, but I don't know, it was kind of close in time, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was just it was a good one, Mississippi, after that ball flew by, but really routine. I mean, your defender, hey, if you don't have an option to attack the ball, you're going to attack the player, So I don't like the call either, Curtis, but it could have gone either way, though.
So it'll be first and 10 for Bridgeport after the penalty. Ball is at the 35-yard line, their own. One receiver right, one to the left side. Here's the snap. Brown, quick throw, right side, finds his man. It is caught, and it's going to be Braylon Lewis, but he doesn't get far. 5-yard catch on that one. And nonetheless, I think if you're Bridgeport, you say, hey, we'll take 5 yards.
Absolutely, yeah. And they've had a lot of little chunk passes like that where they're picking up 5, 6 yards. Sometimes they've picked up 12, 15 yards on a pass, and they just weren't able to keep that going or put together. They really do suffer on the offensive line. But when you look, Curtis, at their roster, I mean, they only have, I think, a couple seniors. They got a lot of juniors, big sophomore class. So they're still a pretty young team. I mean, you can see this team next year doing much better here at this point.
54-0. 52 seconds to go, third quarter. Here's the snap. Jackson in trouble. He's got to run, and he's going to get taken down from behind. And in on that tackle and getting an applause is going to be 1,300 Mead. 5'7", 145-pound senior. I'll tell you, the Danville fans are into it still right now. Cheering on their players?
Yeah, it's their kid or their nephew, or at this point. It is pretty cold out, so there has been some folks kind of wander out of here.
I'll tell you what, if this is the coldest this is going to be all season long. We've had a fantastic year for temperature. Two receivers to the right. Here's the snap. Jackson rolling out to the right side, in trouble. Sheds one tackler. Now he's got to get past another. He's going to run across the 50. He gets the first down, goes down hard at the Danville 47-yard line.
A good run there. Probably what, a 14-yard pickup?
Yeah, and hand it to Bridgeport. They're not just, calling it in here. They're out here to play.
Yeah.
It'd be easy to give up, trailing 54-0.
Senior Avery Jackson. I mean, he's not going to give up till that final whistle's blown.
Fourth quarter begins next. 54-0 on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard on WMBO Sports. Cummins Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights.
Ready for cool weather, tree stands, and hunter's orange. Ready to land the big one, the fish that didn't get away. You'll know you're ready because you went to Danville Outdoors to stock up on everything from rods and reels to deer feed and practice targets. When that 10-point buck finally steps into range or that monster bass bites on your lure, you'll be ready. Before you go outdoors, go see the folks at Danville Outdoors, South Market Street in Danville. DanvilleOutdoor.com.
You're listening to High School Football Friday Night Lights presented by Cuppage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
And back here at Danville High School, tough street. Not the high school, really. It's Memorial Park. One of the few spots like that probably in the state. It does happen.
Tough street stadium here at Memorial Park.
Yeah. 1st and 10 it will be for Bridgeport. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll be a running clock. I don't know what the elapsed time or the net time there was for that last quarter, but it went fairly fast.
Yeah, we do get time. I'm thankful for the running clock, Curtis. I am. You know,
I think everybody is.
Yeah, Danville's definitely shown a white. They're on a 5-game win streak here.
So one receiver to the left, one to the right side, one in the slot. Now in motion to the left side overload. Here's the pitch. It's going to be Braylon Lewis, left side. He takes a hard hit at behind the line of scrimmage, and that was delivered by Danville's number 7.
Freshman Bryson Burke.
So Bryson Burke.
Well, and that's what's cool, man. Like Danville, they're just playing with just relentless, just a great game. And they're underclassmen that are now on the field. They aren't stopping. No. Hey, we are going all out here. Just firing on all cylinders tonight.
Well, I've done this gig for a long time of calling football games, and well before the running clock. And I've had games like this go to like 11, and to where you're singing to the audience. So everybody should be thankful that that's not the case, because I'm not going to sing. Jackson, throw, right side, long bomb, way overthrown. And that'll be incomplete.
You know, I understand Delaney's dad is a pretty good singer.
Is he? I haven't heard him, and after all the years I've known him, I don't think I've heard him sing.
Really? I know he's big into music. He'll reference music quite often.
He likes cowboy Irish punk stuff.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting. And he's very interesting, too. 3rd down and 11. We've been doing football mostly and basketball for a long time together. And only in recent years have we been on 2 different teams with here in Mount Vernon. 2 receivers to the left. He's tonight near the lake. I bet it's chilly up there doing the Fredericktown game. Here's the snap. Jackson drops back under pressure. He's going to have to run, and he's going to get about a yard or 2. And that, again, was that Meade?
No, that's 13. Oh, yeah, it was. Hunter Meade, yeah.
Thank you very much. And so Hunter Meade, boy, he's tracking him down. Second one like that. 4th down and about 8 for Bridgeport. There'd be no reason to punt it here if you're Bridgeport.
No.
Might as well take another shot at a down. How many seniors did you say they had?
I think
1, 2, 3, 4. They got a handful of seniors, so it's a tough night tonight.
4 of them total?
Yep. You do this all your life to this point, and you look forward to this, and it's going to be your last night probably playing on the team. Jackson drops back, looks for a throw out to the left side, and nearly picked off, and it was in and out of the hands of Curtis Klein.
Another freshman.
But we all remember our senior night, the last time we played, and it's you miss it. You go back, years and years past that, and some of those things, those memories that you have, if you could just do it one more time, right?
Yeah, you don't realize it. They don't realize it out there.
Not to the level that you do when you get older.
Yeah.
8:49, the clock running, 54-0 the score. Tonight's game brought to you by Foster's Pharmacy, Fennell's Floor Finishing, and more. Elite Preparedness, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Starting Point of Mount Vernon, and Avita Health Systems, all part of the Cuppage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. The UIS Insurance and Investment halftime show. We want to thank them for sponsoring that. And Starting Point of Mount Vernon postgame show coming up here in a little while. Also the Pizza Cottage player of the game. Left side. And a snap and a big hit. And that was number 7 there.
Completes the pass to Bryson Burke.
Bryson Burke. I don't have him on my list for some reason. That's from Ridgeway. Boy, he got hit there big time at the end.
2nd and 7, Blue Devils.
Yeah, he got hit really, really good. freshman, 5'10", 160 is Bryson Burke there.
So 2nd down and 7. One receiver to the right, one slot left. Nolan Ridgway in at quarterback. Here's the snap. And a run right. And it's going to be Bryson Burke up across the 30-yard line. And he picked up some nice yardage there. About 22, I think.
Some laundry on the field, though, way back.
Thought maybe it was a leaf again, like we saw earlier. From one of these big trees out here.
Blocking it back, it looks like.
So that'll come back against the Blue Devils. Clock continues to run, 7:17.
Oh, that was a fantastic run, too.
Thanks for joining us tonight on WMVO Sports, 100.9 FM, 93.7 on the subchannel HD2. And also, we are streaming live on WMVO's Facebook page and YouTube. And we've got people everywhere on all those things, so we thank you for doing that.
Yeah,
and spread the word. And we want to thank our staff, Austin Stinnett, our producer, Delaney Kerstetter Cameron, John Wareham Cameron. And I got to tell you, they do such a great job. It's incredibly difficult. Here's the snap. And out to the right side, the run, Danville. And across the 50-yard line, up to the 40, and flipped over by the defender, but gets the first down. That's going to be Chris Mosher with a great carry there. But back to what I was saying is they do such a great job. It's hard to understand unless you see it how many pieces and parts go into a broadcast like this, and you're in different locations. You're not at, your home site. You're not at the same site every week. Sometimes we return, but, obviously. But it's so many different factors that go in to the production. So we want to thank them.
Yeah, no, they do a fantastic job, and be amazed the amount of issues they run into and they overcome. It's really a teamwork here, and Austin back here, Mr. Producer, does just an incredible job.
And he loves me, too, when I look at him funny about things. 2 to the left. Here's a snap, and somebody jump. Delay of game.
Yeah. Which that's going to be a result of some of this inexperience.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I wanted to say after that last play, they had a big run. It got called back. But, man, everybody in here are the guys that aren't usually seeing the field very much. And, oh, shoot, I lost him. But we had a freshman. I had my hand on him. I don't anymore. But a freshman just made an incredible block. He's playing on the line, first time, probably for a while. And just made a great block to make that play.
Mosher and Jaden Stahl out to the left side split. One on the wing left. Here's the snap and a pitch from Ridgway. Out to the left side to his running back, Elliott Holt. And he's going to pick up positive yardage, about 6 or 7 there. So Holt, 5'7", 150-pound sophomore. And they're getting a lot of playing time here in this playoff game.
Yeah, no, I mean, to get practically the whole second half. And that's something we kind of talked about. Hey, what are you thinking here in the second? Well, you don't want to risk injuring any of your mini star players. And you also want to get, hey, this is an opportunity for these young men to play in a playoff environment and kind of show what the future of Danville football is going to look like.
That's for sure. 3 receivers to the right, 1 left. Ridgway in the shotgun. Snap, handoff, right side tackle, and that's going to be carried by Elliott Holt again. He's going to pick up a couple more. 3rd down and long for Danville.
I found him. 59, Carter Whittle, 5'8", 230 offensive lineman, freshman. Watch him out there. He is just making good blocks every play.
That's great if you're Danville seeing that kind of talent come up. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 here for the Blue Devils. Obviously, they're going to go on to victory here tonight. And they'll be playing next week here at home. 2 to the right, 1 left. Here's the snap. Rolling out to the right side, looking down the field is Ridgway. Time to throw, and he gets it off. It's caught, and caught up to about the 20 or so and out of bounds. And Curtis Klein will get the catch on that. He's a freshman, 140 pounds, 6 foot. And we got a flag, and that is holding. So that'll bring it all back. And Curtis is probably like, come on, man. Come on.
That's really unfortunate because it was a good pass. I think I think his first completion here in the second.
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 I want to say second. We'll say second.
We'll say second.
If we're wrong, we're better off that way, right?
You know, it was a good play, too. And what was a cool moment on the field, it doesn't matter now, but is the quarterback on Bridgeport ended up giving him a high five afterwards on that completion.
2:47 to go in this football game. Danville with the ball, 3rd down and long. Call it 16. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Right side pass. Oh, in and out of the hands of number 20, Quentin Kaufman, a 5'6", 130-pound freshman. And that'll be his first attempted catch here in the varsity.
Oh, we got a timeout
that we know of. So they'll take a timeout. That will stop the clock. We'll take a break. Back in a moment on WMBO.
I just found out my daughter is pregnant and I don't know what to do.
Wow, how'd you find out?
I found the pregnancy test in the trash and heard her on the phone talking about abortion. I know it's her decision, but this is big. I want to help.
What about Starting Point, Pregnancy and Family Resource Center?
I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it.
They have pregnancy tests, ultrasounds, and accurate information on all her options. They're always non-judgmental, and it's free.
Wow, where do I get more info?
Google Knox Starting Point. They're right behind the hospital in Mount Vernon.
Thanks. I didn't know where to turn. I'll start there. Hi, this is Jess Kirby from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. Starting Point is committed not only to life by supporting you in an unexpected pregnancy, but also providing free pregnancy tests, limited OB ultrasounds, STI and STD testing and treatment, and licensed counseling. We offer the Start Here program that is designed to answer your questions about pregnancy and parenting, and where you can earn points to shop in our client-exclusive Bump and Beyond boutique. All programs are completely free for everyone, no income restrictions or insurance required. Visit knoxstartingpoint.com to find your starting point today.
And it'll be 4th down and 16. And showing the punt here, Danville. Oh, it's through the hands of the punt man, and he's going to have to drop it. It's loose, and it's going to be picked up, and it will be Bridgeport ball at the Danville 32-yard line. So Bridgeport seems crazy, 54-0. They get a break here.
They do, and they get a little bit of excitement there in their sideline.
That's okay.
I mean, that's why their coach said, hey, you know what, we're going to call a timeout. We want to get points on the board here. They get, 2 minutes to do so.
Well, that's the thing. You got to get the goose egg off the board, Jared. Goose egg's got to go.
Yes.
And a timeout called by Bridgeport again. So 2:03, the clock stopped. Again, we're at the end of the game here. The second half going very quickly because of the running clock. You're listening to WQIO HD2 Mount Vernon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Curtis Newland along with Jared Stein. And next week, of course, we'll be right back here. With the Danville week number 2.
And it just gets harder from here, right?
Every game, right. If it doesn't, you're in a really good place. Right?
No, absolutely. That's which with the weapons this Danville Blue Devil team has, what they've developed throughout the course of this season.
Yeah. They have so many options, and I think the biggest thing for the teams that are coming up, the good teams that are coming up, that they have to play you honest. They can't cheat. Your star running back, they can't just cheat to him. They can't cheat to just the quarterback. They can't cheat to just one receiver. They literally have so many weapons here.
Yeah, no, they sure do. And from wide receivers to the tight ends, the running back options. Hackman's been having a tremendous season at QB.
Is this a double timeout? I'm sure this is longer than normal. Am I wrong?
I don't think you're wrong. The play clock has not started, though.
After the timeout, 1st and 10, Bridgeport at the 32-yard line.
It was the first of the new 90-second timeout. I'm just kidding.
Just what we want to see, folks.
1st and 10, here's the snap. Jackson looks down the field, throws it towards the end zone, has a man, it's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. So bring it back. The Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard, 54-0. Danville leads it with 1:16 to go in this football game. Clock is running. The starting point of Mount Vernon post-game show coming up here after the game and a break. And one receiver out left wide. That's going to be Dylan Charlton. One other in motion, 53 seconds remaining. Here's the snap. Jackson, no doubt, going to take a shot. Throws right side, timer out, nearly picked off. And that'll be in and out of the hands. Who was that over there?
Looks like 21.
Jaden Stahl. So Jaden Stahl just about got a pick there, but didn't happen. So 30 seconds on the clock. Clock continues to run, and we'll see Bridgeport. I mean, certainly they want to take another shot here.
Oh, absolutely.
But they're running out of time.
Yeah, nope. That running clock is a real
17 seconds, play clock at 20, so it's all the game clock right now. It's all they're worried about. 13 seconds. 2 to the right, 1 left. Ball is on the dirt. Picks it up, throws it left side, and it's caught. Nope, incomplete pass, and that's going to be the end of the game. 54-0 is the final score on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. Back in a moment on WMVO.
Take your career to the next level with Mount Vernon Nazarene University. You can earn your degree entirely online, anywhere, anytime. Our bachelor's and master's programs are designed to help you balance your education with work, family, and other priorities. Here at MVNU Online, we craft our faith-based programs specifically for your success. Learn more at mvnu.edu or call us today at 1-800-839-2355. Mount Vernon Nazarene University.
Hey, football fans, as we cheer on our teams this season, let's talk about a crucial support team right here in Mount Vernon.
At Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center, we're here to support you through every decision, just like a coach guides you through the big game.
Whether it's about pregnancy testing or exploring your options, Starting Point is all about giving you the information and support you need.
Just like every play counts on the field, every choice you make for your life matters.
For more information, visit knoxstartingpoint.com.
Knox Starting Point. You have more choices than you think.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
You're listening to High School Football Friday Night Lights presented by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
Hey, I think I might be pregnant.
What? How do you know?
I took a pregnancy test the other night. I don't know where to start. I don't think I'm ready to be a mom.
It's totally okay. I heard there's this place called Starting Point. They have free pregnancy tests, ultrasounds, and counseling. They have resources available for girls on a tight budget. You have more choices than you think.
Really? I don't know. If my parents find out, they'll kill me.
Don't worry, girl. Everything is confidential and judgment-free.
How do I make an appointment?
Just visit knoxstartingpoint.com to schedule your free appointment today.
Elite Preparedness stands as Ohio's unrivaled destination for top-tier firearms training and related services. Experience our state-of-the-art facilities in scenic southern Knox County, stock up in our pro shop, and enjoy our indoor and outdoor range options. Our expert cadre leads an unparalleled lineup of classes and personal training sessions. We also offer VIP transportation, armored vehicle services, along with security and executive protection services. Reach out at 740-263-1234, explore online at elitepreparedness.com, or visit our facilities at 25580 Bell Church Road, Utica, Ohio, to witness the ultimate in preparedness and training.
Expert DIYer? Rookie renovator? Get all the stuff you'll need from people who know how to use it at Danville Feed and Supply Hardware and Lumberyard. You'll find everything from commercial and custom feed to paint and plumbing. If you're not quite sure what you need, these friendly folks are happy to help. Grab your list of projects and come on down to the bigger, better Danville Feed and Supply Hardware and Lumberyard, all in one building on South Market Street in Danville.
Great news, Central Ohio. Foster's Pharmacy offers daily dose packaging, which are convenient and simple. It's truly personalized care you're looking for. It just starts with a call to get started. Take the hassle out of your medications. Call 740-392-0911. Foster's Health Mart Pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
You're listening to High School Football Friday Night Lights presented by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
And welcome back to playoff week number 1. The Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard says 54-0. Danville with a victory. We are in the Starting Point of Mount Vernon post-game show. And Jared, give us some numbers there.
Yeah, we'll get some numbers. And really starting off with Danville has played a phenomenal game to open up the postseason. relentless on offense, I would put it, and just a complete and total shutdown defense. And the versatility they have, we've talked about that throughout the course of this game. We talked about it during the Devil Dog game last week, is pretty remarkable. Jacob Hackman had 3 touchdown passes this evening, and to multiple targets. Multiple guys got to see the end zone tonight for the Blue Devils. Freshman Siren Wallace with a touchdown. Aiden Burke with not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns in a game where he didn't get that many carries at the end of the day. They were really opening up with other guys. You had Caleb Lucas with a touchdown, and Levi Foray with a touchdown, and Jacob Hackman running for a touchdown. Just a unbelievable performance from this Blue Devils team. Got to see some of the younger guys that maybe don't get to see the field all that much play, and they played just a tremendous ball game. And you want to take that energy, that momentum into week number 2 of the postseason.
I would say if there was one critique, and I think Coach Bloom probably would say it too, not to put words in his mouth, but I thought Danville got off to a little bit of a slow start. And when they come into the next week and the week after, hopefully the week after, right, that they want to come out a little stronger.
Yep.
And it looked like, because they kind of let Bridgeport kind of think, maybe we got a shot here at the very early on. And that's just a major picking point, because you think about when they come in against teams that are, have a better record, a little bit stronger, obviously, or a lot stronger, is you want to be able to start off maybe a little bit quicker. But other than that, I mean, the opportunities tonight, they had to really get so many people into the game and show so many looks. 2 things. One, that prepares your guys to be able to perform in postseason. And also, man, if you're looking at tape, from next week team looking at tape, I mean, there's so many things you got to protect and worry about.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a good criticism, to kind of critique, as you put it. How do you build from this? Because that's the thing, you're Coach Bloom right now. You're thinking, hey, we're done with this. We're done with this game. This isn't a thing anymore. And we got to move on. And how do we better these young men with the few days of practice you have?
54-0, the final score on the Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. Tonight's game brought to you by Danville Outdoors, Weigel Orthodontics, Avita Health System, Starting Point of Mount Vernon, our post-game show sponsor. Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Elite Preparedness, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Fennell's Floor Finishing and more, and Foster's Pharmacy. And again, a big giant thank you to Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction. Friday Night Lights. Join us next week, same place, same time on WMVO. Good night.
I just found out my daughter is pregnant and I don't know what to do.
Wow, how'd you find out?
I found the pregnancy test in the trash and heard her on the phone talking about abortion. I know it's her decision, but this is big. I want to help.
What about Starting Point, Pregnancy and Family Resource Center?
I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it.
They have pregnancy tests, ultrasounds, and accurate information on all her options. They're always non-judgmental and it's free.
Wow, where do I get more info?
Google Knox Starting Point. They're right behind the hospital.